We are the Initiative Syndicate, and we do Dungeons and Dragons on Wednesdays.
We do it.
We do it.
Do it.
P.S. The game is really fun. Sorry, we were talking a little pre-show Lorcana stuff for any of you Lorcana fans. You guys all know the game is pretty sweet, and if you don't like Lorcana, I guess you can just turn off the stream.
So I get party now?
Just kidding. Please don't turn off the stream. You can just flame. You can just flame us in the comments. It's fine.
Just mute the stream. Keep it on.
Just leave it on, and then like just comment. We like comments. That's actually good for us, even if they're not good comments. Be like, how could you guys like Lorcana? You're supporting the conglomerate. Yeah, and I also buy D&D stuff too. I'm supporting the evil Wizards of the Coast. So, anyway, back to streaming stuff.
At
So,
least you're not a Steelers fan, right?
I don't watch football, like pretty much at all. So,
Okay, that's
I always
good.
root for the team of the people who want the team to win. So, like, if I go to a thing and they're cheering for the Green Bay or the Giants or whoever, I'm like, yeah, go that team. I don't really care.
Sure.
I'm there for moral support, or I'll root for the team that looks like they have no shot at winning. Like they're just terrible. Yeah. I'm like, that's my team. That's the guys I'm going to cheer for.
Let's go.
Anyway,
So you'd be a good Browns fan.
Nah. Nah, I know enough about football to know that that's just a bad choice.
One for our homies.
One for the many homies. Anyway, we're going to do a recap from last week's session, then we're going to get into it. You guys basically escaped the Underdark. You freed Niv Mizzet from the Illithid. You were teleported back to Ravnica, but not before getting to have a conversation with Lila, who physically manifested through Elvin's body so she could prove once and for all that she was real. Although I think it was more Elvin needed to prove that she was real because he had some doubt. They were beginning to wonder maybe it was in his head. None of you guys could remember ever actually seeing her or directly interacting with her. So maybe he's crazy. I mean, he does collect body parts. But through a series of events, you guys did make it back to the surface. Elvin decided that he was going to renounce his loyalty and membership of the Orzhov Syndicate for we're not really sure what. Maybe he wants to be guildless for a while. Maybe he wants to join another guild. Maybe a lot of things. We're not sure what the future holds for Elvin.
We thought it would break the thing with Lila, and it did not.
It did not.
I don't think we thought that.
I don't think any of us thought that. I think you thought that.
You shut the fuck up.
He's like, he wants to go back in. I changed my mind. I want to be one of you guys again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going back tomorrow.
But with Valentine's Day, we had some mischievous love in the air. As a couple of members of your party were struck with magically imbued arrows from some hidden sniper, which caused you to feel very strong and friendly love type emotions towards strangers. Elvin ended up meeting up with a young lady on the streets outside of the Church of Deals.
She could get it. She's your sister.
Who...
That's no incest in Ravnica. Did we ever get her name?
It's Val.
Val. Oh, yeah. Okay, I did write that
Val
down.
Hornet.
Valentina.
Valentina.
Oh, not Val Hornet.
It's Valentina.
Okay.
That would be funny. That'd be like worlds colliding.
Val Hornet.
Nothing would
the
be
Blood
better
Hunter.
than making you fuck yourself. You know that,
I
right?
fuck myself all the time.
No, I mean having Val Hornet show up as a changeling. He's always been a changeling, and then being like, "Oh, by the way, I used to live in this other world, and I'm a blood hunter." And he'd have
But
been like, "Wait a minute, I know where this is
If he
going."
does that, then I have his babies. Then blood hunters are now allowed in the campaign, and then I kill my guy off to create a blood hunter.
There you go.
There
That
we
is
go.
a plot.
It's a terrible plot, but it's a plot.
We can live for 9 more months.
I'm gonna make this little note. Okay. So as you both were struck seemingly with charm imbued arrows, you decided that you were going to meet up with her after you dealt with some business inside the Orzhov Syndicate. Navenna got struck by an arrow and was like really infatuated with Rocky for some reason.
Can't even look him in the eye.
She couldn't
Awkward.
even like really figure out exactly what was going on, but Liz and Skriz did figure out that it was probably some sort of magical influence, and you guys ended up chasing down the sniper into a dark alleyway, and it ended up being some sort of like entity or celestial or fiend of some type. You're not really sure. I think you guys detected that it was a fiend. And it said that there was like a whole council full of these deities that go around and they take turns every few hundred years or whatever, and they like change jobs, and like this was his job to be Cupid now. He ended up giving up his bow after you guys defeated him in battle.
But Lila always gets to keep her job as death.
Yes, Lila has always been death. She's part of this supposed council too. I don't know where I was going with that, but it could be interesting. We'll see. The bow is in Skrizz's possession. He ended up giving up the Wand of Wonder to Elvin. Like your name just completely.
He almost said Valhorn.
I did almost say Valhorn. And as you guys kind of like wrapped up the Love is in the Air event and the Cupid storyline, you guys ended up going back to Rocky's, the bar, not Rocky's house where his wife lives.
Yeah.
He's lucky.
Rocky's place. Apparently they had actually officially opened. The bar has been doing a pretty good business. We're going to get into some of the details of how much the expenditures are to run the business and how much profit you can make, because we'll do that from time to time when you guys go in there. And I have charts and cool tables for that. So it can be profitable. You can invest into it and make it bigger and better, or you can just kind of basically do the bare minimum with it. It kind of gives you something to do in your like downtime to like generate income without having to actually be there to do it. Elvin ended up having a conversation with this mysterious person who he met on the streets. She seems to have worn off of whatever effects was affecting her, and she revealed to him that she was a changeling. While they were having this conversation, he noticed that she had a similar brand on her wrist that looked like a pair of like sickles and a skull embedded in it, almost like a pirate symbol. And Elvin has the same symbol. A lot of times he kind of forgotten about it because he changes shapes, and usually he changes that too. He was not really sure where it came from or why he has it. He can't really remember much about who he was before the Belheims.
Have we seen that symbol on him before?
I would say you could make a wisdom check to recall that, but I would say probably no. Elvin, I always kind of pictured Elvin as wearing like full clothes, like a long shirt and a cloak and stuff.
Yeah.
Wisdom, you say?
Some would say I'm a sexual Tyrannosaurus by that mark.
Doubt
He's
it.
also spent a lot of the campaign
14.
in various
Dead.
forms. So, usually little kids for some reason. Or, like, little people, like dwarves and stuff, which aren't really weird, like real in Ravnica. It's like halflings and gnomes and goblins. Have you ever been like a full-size person?
I mean, I'm like 5'6", normal.
No, I mean, like, have you ever, like, changed into, like, a minotaur or
Oh yeah, I changed to a baby ogre
baby ogre?
because that was allowed because I was at the correct height.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so as you kind of like see this brand mark, you sort of had a flashback of remembering the brand mark and remembering that you had one.
And this was the last person I saw.
This was the last face you saw before you died.
And she said she's an assassin.
Checks out.
And we will pick up at the end of that sentence.
At the end of your recap sentence?
Yes.
Or was there a sentence?
When you hit the realization that this was the last face you saw before you died.
So I'm gonna play it cool. And I'll stab her right in the fucking throat. You guys remember the scientist?
You guys remember science?
So I will, when I have this flashback, let's see. We're gonna roll to see what my expression would be like. Okay, 10. We're right in the middle.
So it doesn't really help.
Doesn't really help. Like, I just want to make sure, like, I wasn't like, So, well, Missy, I think I'm gonna go get those drinks from the bar. They're taking a little long time.
It's about this time that you notice that, because Skriz told them to give them the human special. He seems like he seems kind of distant, and he's been up talking to Slapsy. He kind of like got bored with your conversation and wandered up to the bar to talk to Slapsy.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna try to mosey up there. I will give her the classic finger guns because that means everything's cool.
I like that this is now a thing.
Yeah, the finger guns.
I've had
and, like,
60 some episodes before it was a thing, but now it's a thing, and I really like it.
That's how we know it's a thing.
Yeah, so walking backwards, finger guns. And I'll give Rocky, like, kind of like this, almost having a seizure. Like,
Did you get a whiff of Skriz again? I know. We got to try and fake bathe him somehow, like trick him. So I feel like Rocky has got an apron on, and he is behind the counter, like washing shit and just cleaning up, you know, in the ways that he does.
I will lean over the bar, grab Rocky by his hooves. I almost said hands. He doesn't have hands.
He has hands.
You
I
have
have
hands?
hooves
Yeah, he has
feet.
fingers and
How do you
everything.
think I hold on to a sword? Like
I
this?
was trying to figure it out the longest time.
I don't have just like a hole in my hoof that it shoves into.
You're a Lego.
It's not a cup holder. Yeah.
All right, I'll grab him by the hands, not his feet.
What are you doing, Jessica?
I don't think he'd let you near his feet. You've been talking about getting them
Yeah.
hooves since like episode
Well, I
5.
thought if I took 2 hooves, like he'd still have 2 left. No, I guess he's gonna have 2 hands left. All right, so I'll grab you by the hands.
He's gonna show you these hands.
Rocky,
Yeah.
the night I died,
Yeah.
who did they say killed me?
I believe it was left unknown. We just kind of found you in the gutter on the side there.
Well, I just had a vision. She was the last person I saw, the one sitting at the bar. That was the last person I saw before I died. I don't know if she did it, but she said she's an assassin.
Okay. Well, I'll look over at her. Does she look familiar to me in any way?
Make a wisdom check.
I will guide him since I'm holding his hand.
Sure.
Thank God.
Ooh, tact.
Yes! She's on
23.
the FBI most wanted.
She does not look familiar in recollection of anything having to do with Elvin. Her face does look familiar, though, because you've seen it on wanted posters.
Wanted.
She is
Dead
wanted in
or
the questioning, or she is wanted as a suspect in many unsolved killings.
Well,
Just the scram-
The Azorius actually brought this to your attention because she was in custody, but then she ended up killing several of the guards that held her, supposedly, according to the report, allegedly, and that she'd probably be considered too dangerous for
to be left alive.
non-military force.
Okay. Yeah, come to think of it, she does look familiar from some of them there wanted posters, but I don't remember seeing her around the time that you died. You had been dead for a little while by the time you reported.
So hear me out. You go lock the bar door.
The barn door?
Bar door.
Bar door.
We're gonna fucking kill her.
Well, I mean,
She is. You're saying you know her.
well, she's wanted. She's not wanted for death.
She could show up at her hearing in a casket.
I don't really think that's how the law works.
Elvin knows to speak with dead spell.
Yeah. we can question her after. You get 5.
You get one every year and a half.
So
Question 1: did you really think that I was hot? Question 2: would we have smashed?
What do you think of Javi?
Question 3, were you my sister?
all right, we're laying down the ground.
Well, I mean, we can lock the doors and take her into custody. Take her up to the Boros.
What I worry is she's an assassin. What if there's somebody else in here that is also working with her?
Can I take a super cool glance around the room and see if I notice anyone noticing us?
You're trying to do this kind of stealthily?
It's probably not.
We're
gonna
looking
be
for like an
stealthily.
Aragorn sitting in the corner.
Yeah.
In the
Well, you immediately see Liz.
Yeah.
I just like see.
You
Rocky
see him,
just,
he's
like,
over there. He's like smoking his pipe, jotting down some notes. He's got his hood all drawn up. Like you said, an
that
Aragorn
guy.
type.
Okay.
They call him Strider.
All these people in here are, I would say, they're not people that you're familiar with other than the staff. It looks like they've hired a few more goblins, or at least brought a few more goblins in. The entire bar itself is run and maintained by the goblins from Krinko's ex-mob. Slapsy, several of them you don't know. Some of them are new, some of them are not. But there's probably, on staff total, there's probably about 10 people. There's about 3 working in the back kitchen area because it's pretty booming back in there. And then you got Slapsy working behind the bar. He's got at least one other barkeep that kind of assists. The bar is pretty long now. And it's all the stools seem to be filled up. There's probably about 25 to maybe 40, somewhere between like 25 to 40 total people that are not goblins or your group, kind of wandering about. There's a couple of tables in the back corner, not far from the door, where you see people are playing dragon chess. Someone brought in like a very exquisitely handcrafted. You can tell it was carved by out of some material that looks like bone. The entire set is.
Cool.
Having tried to like work with bone and stuff, you know that's not the easiest material to work with. It's not as simple as carving things out of wood. As far as like shady figures, most of these people look like they're workers from the 5th precinct. They're like mine workers or the blacksmith workers. Some of them seem like they came from a little bit further out of from one of the other precincts just to kind of relax. This bar is kind of like off the beaten path, so to speak. There's a lot of foot traffic, but it's not upper society foot traffic. So you kind of get the impression that most of the people in here don't really want to be known. They kind of are here keeping a low profile. So I would say everyone looks kind of shady.
Okay.
So do any of them look more shady?
Well, like, I guess, do we notice anyone, like, tracking us, like, their attention is on us?
Well, considering that the bar is run by goblins, yeah, I'd say a lot of people are kind of watching you. You guys all kind of stand out.
All right. So you go lock the door.
There's no, like, actual, like, adventuring types in here.
I'm gonna
You've
take.
got Night of the Living Dead here. You got Emo Death Angel Boy, and then you got the 8.5 foot tall Minotaur and a lady wearing a bag.
Oh, I'm upstairs. I'm
So
not.
the only
I'm
one that
not
looked like they
bar.
belonged here was Skriz.
Cut my life into pieces. Okay. So I'm gonna need 2 drinks. I'm gonna seduce her.
You want the human special?
I'm gonna get her upstairs. Okay. When we get her upstairs, let Liz know to go up there first. And right when I seduce her, get her in the room, we jump her.
So,
I don't know if I want to walk in whatever's gonna happen in there.
yeah, you're going to be actively
Seducing?
hot dogging.
No. Just sweet talking.
Sweet. Well, when you say seducing, Minotaurs have another meaning for that.
What should? Oh, we'll talk later about this.
Yeah, I think you need some help. Okay, so you're going to take her up. We're going to lock the door. And then, should there be like a code word that we know to kick in the door? And
Pineapple.
Pineapple.
It's always pineapple.
It's just gonna
the
scream
safe one.
pineapple.
Okay, safe word, or the unsafe word is pineapple.
If things are going well,
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter how it's going though, right? I mean, that's our end goal.
what if she truly likes me?
I don't think that matters.
Okay. Okay, fine. No seducing. Well, I'm gonna seduce her to get up. Okay, pineapple, bad word.
Okay,
Tell Liz that he needs to go up there first,
sure.
hide in like one of the little closets underneath the bed.
Okay. Why, Liz?
How did you get sucked into this?
That's my husband.
Only on paper.
Wait, I'm gonna be in the room while this is happening? Oh God.
He
Yeah,
needs
you're
the
gonna be in the
extra
room
AC.
camcordering it.
I love the way you caress my bosom.
Although the camcordering in those days was just like paper and quill.
All
And
right,
you just
hold
draw
on, hold
really
on,
fast.
Just hear
Would
like
encode thoughts work for that?
from the. That's
But,
true. I don't have
okay,
that spell anymore, though.
And then,
It's not
if you
weird.
hear a noise, because I'm gonna yell pineapple very loud.
Sure.
I need you running up there, bullhorn and everything, like a bull in a china shop. Okay, that's what we're
Sure.
gonna do. All right,
Kick the
and
door.
break. Got it. Yep.
Okay, give me 4 minutes to converse with Skriz. I mean, Liz.
Okay.
They're the same person, really.
Oh, definitely. Yep.
And if things go bad, I'm using the wand to wonder. I always like to do what would Skriz do.
Yeah, it's a shame you're not attuned to it yet, though. So that's
That sucks.
yeah. So I mean, you could throw it at her.
It's a good one.
Probably actually do some damage.
Give him my drinks.
All right, so I will make him 2 human specials. Pass him over.
I will and walk over to the lady.
All right, and I'll scooch down the bar to Liz.
What's up?
You're not gonna like this.
Uh-oh.
Elvin is gonna do some very Elvin stuff. And so that lady he been talking
You know,
to,
that can mean anything.
Yeah, I was like,
that
the 2 million possibilities running through my head right now.
exactly.
He's like breaking a neck, stealing things that don't belong to him.
Yeah,
he's
I
trying to
don't-
break into places.
Seducing was not on the bingo card.
Offended.
I don't want to tell you what his plan's gonna be because that's not what it's gonna be, and I want you to have a prepared mind to not prepare for something. But essentially, that lady he'd been talking to, she's I recognize her from a bunch of wanted posters, like big bad assassin, wanted for questioning, and a bunch of murders. So Elvin's gonna lead her upstairs, and he wants you to be in his room somewhere, inconspicuously. When he gets her up there, he's gonna yell some sort of code word. Whatever the word is, it means go. And then we're gonna tackle her up and
Where
and
are
hold
you
her
guys
back.
having this conversation?
At the bar.
I picture he's at the end of the bar, like trying to be away from people, and I've scooted down behind the bar, like cleaning as I go. So I'm
Okay.
still cleaning as we're talking.
He's giving it the old like
I'm-
bartender glass cleaning, like
Yeah.
I'm curious. So, in my time in the mirror, have I ever heard of this person
Valentina?
or
she's the
similar
best.
instances? I guess.
Read her in a book.
Read about it in a book.
She was
You have heard the name Val before.
Okay.
Val Horday.
Not Val Hornet.
One day.
One day.
Make a wisdom check.
I guess I'm just looking if there's anything that I guess stands out pretty much from what I remember.
You know what? We'll call it history.
Well, that's a lot better than my wisdoms. 24.
Ooh, what you gonna do, DM? He rolled high, bro. You remember nothing.
You know a lot about Val.
Okay.
More specifically, her deeds.
Mm-hmm.
She's well known amongst the Demir.
Makes sense.
So I guess that's the plan. We're gonna bring her into custody, and then I mean I assume we should probably just take her to the Boros. They've
Well,
got
you know like how dangerous she is.
According to the stories, she's basically John Wick.
So if there was like a challenge rating system from like say quarter all the way up to like 20.
She's the
What is she, solo?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to give you that.
He's a man you send to kill the fucking boogeyman.
But yeah, she's basically the person that you would send on the jobs that are near impossible. She's never failed. She's never had one.
A good idea.
She's never had one job fail. She's taken on odds that would seem impossible. As far as like anything about her personally, you don't know anything. Only about her reputation. She was. You believe she actually is a member of the Demir. She might actually still be an active member of the Demir.
Sounds a lot.
Why is this a bad idea?
Well, have you ever seen the play John Wick?
Oh,
You
Jonathan,
see,
Jonathan
There's
Wicker.
this guy and he's a dog, right?
Call him Baba
Yeah.
Yaga.
Yeah, I saw that play. It was on Broad Street.
So yeah, she's basically the main character in that. I don't know.
Which one?
John Wick.
Oh, Jonathan.
Yeah, John.
Okay.
Baba Yaga.
Jonathan Wickington.
Wickington, yeah.
Jonathan Wickerman.
Wicker Man.
Well, I mean, it was a play. It wasn't, they take certain things out of
Exaggerations.
context. Yeah, I mean,
Well, I don't know. I mean, I've heard a lot of things in Demir about her.
so what do you think we should do?
I think we should try and get on her good side. We kill her.
For what purpose, though?
She could be a powerful ally.
Yeah, but could you ever trust her if she's as bad as you think? And she's got all
She's
these
an
wanted
assassin,
posters.
right?
That's what she says.
What do assassins work for?
I think they work for themselves.
A lot of times they work for money.
Yeah, but if someone said, "I'll give you $20 to kill yourself," what are you gonna do? You're not gonna
well,
kill yourself for the money.
Ask for more money.
I wasn't really going for that one.
Obviously.
but,
$20 is $20.
I mean,
No, I'm wrong.
We haven't ruled out that Elvin may have accidentally killed himself.
that is true. He could have just
He could have
seen
slipped
her.
and fell in the bathtub.
Also
He could have
true.
seen her
It
and
was
then
an
like
icy
slipped and
night.
fell in front
Yeah,
of
I
him.
was
Maybe that's
She
what I'm
was trying
building
to
up
wake him
to.
up.
His death was an accident.
I was trying to figure out the flow.
They were trying to
faster.
help him.
Yeah. It's like,
There was
Oh,
no
they'll
hit you
conspiracy.
out of the
He's been
toilet.
killing and hunting down the Bellheims.
Don't-
All this reason for something that they were trying to help him with.
watch out for the sewer drain. Oh.
Oh,
Jeez. Not another one.
I don't know. I don't guess we don't necessarily have to trust her, but at least
Well, I mean,
not getting her on our bad side by attempting to kill her and then her probably giving away.
I was gonna turn her in, not kill her. Elvin wanted to kill her.
Her reputation sounds like she probably has a few ways to get out.
She's got nice hands.
If we even get that far. I don't know. Seems risky.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why they call us for the hard jobs. And just because it's a hard thing to do, it's going to be hard to take down Sadek, but we're still going to do it, right? Or at least try our damnedest.
It's a good day to die hard.
I don't know, Rocky. Something doesn't sit right.
I just don't feel like, you say she could be an ally, but you got to be able to trust your ally is going to do what you want them to. And I feel like assassins work for themselves, not necessarily for money. Or what's to say we wouldn't be outbid.
You got a point there.
So you can never really trust him as an ally.
So you
this is some killer tavern music. I don't know what
True.
you're talking about.
It is.
It's giving me those tavern vibes.
I don't know. I'm not very great on research right now. Either. I don't know if I could take someone with such a reputation. I don't know if all three of us could.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty beat up myself currently.
I feel like if it's an issue, I don't know. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's a good idea to get on it. I think we either leave her alone or try an ally with her. And if you don't want to ally with her, I vote on leaving her alone. I don't think because if we're the ones that get her caught, she goes to jail, she gets out. Who do you think she's gonna come for?
I don't think she's gonna get out. Not in Boros jails. Maybe some of those peasant jails at the Orzhov or Zarius. They're not meant to hold people.
She was part of
The Boros don't really have jails as much as dungeons, and they're usually only held for war prisoners, not for criminals.
Let me put it this way, Rocky. I was part of the Demir.
Sure.
She either is or was part of the Demir. There's Demir everywhere. There's Demir in the Boros. I mean, they can get her out.
Inspiration.
Thank you. I think it's risky. I don't think we should try and.
So you're saying we should kill her?
Then we tattoo her.
We can try, but I'm not right now.
Do you have any ways of magically tracking her?
I mean, there's a locate person spell, but it only works so well. We'd have to probably find some like magic item that we could put on that would work more as a tracker. Because locate person spell only works at 1,000 feet, so it would work. But I think I still have this spell book. Let me look at it. I think if they're polymorphed, or not in their true form, it technically doesn't work. So even if we use that spell on her, if she's shapeshifted, it won't work.
Shit.
Yeah.
So you're saying, in the morning, we'll be ready to take her on.
I feel like it's something we should talk about all the party members.
Well, I did
before we
not
do
sleep.
that.
I'll be right back. And I'm going to wipe down the bar, going all the way back to Elvin, and I'm going to give him the...
So I will set the drinks down on
So fucking
on,
suspicious.
on the table, and I will walk back to the bar.
You're going back to the bar?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I forgot something. Going back to the bar. You know, getting some of those pretzels and popcorn snacks.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah. That wasn't if you were allowed. That was something else.
I'm just making sure. You could have shanked me. Be like, I don't like pretzels. Stab.
I'm allergic.
I got silly ecstasies.
All right,
Well-
so you're heading back to the bar to go talk to Rocky.
Yes.
Can I roll an insight on her? How she's taking this?
How she's taking what?
This? How she's
Um,
perceiving, like
Then that would be a perception check.
perception?
Yeah.
Okay. 22.
She seems confused from the abrupt departures. You can kind of tell every time that he goes to talk to Rocky and then leaves and then comes back to go talk to him again. You kind of get the impression that she feels like a little bit uncomfortable. I wouldn't say hostile, just it seems like she feels uncomfortable, almost like she has that look of she's thinking like maybe you guys are going to try to rob her or something.
Yeah, I had that feeling.
What, Rocky?
But she doesn't look like afraid or intimidated.
Good evening, sir. Would you like a bottle of our finest champagne? You have to go through the full deed. We need to fight her in the morning.
You guys,
Well, I won't be getting any sleep because I'll be up all night. And I'll take the bottle.
Do you know exactly who we're dealing with?
You're at the end of the bar. Don't talk
hey,
to me.
I'm here too.
excuse
I'm here
me.
too now.
Yeah.
Krinko, what's up?
No, it's Slapsy.
Oh, sorry.
You goblins
sound
look
just-
like, yeah, like
Oh
that's
my God.
basically what he just said.
you sound just like Krinko.
No, well, I worked with Krinko a long time, you know. He's got that little bit more of a, like, slightly more Brooklyn in his, and it doesn't really matter. I got that little bit more gruff in mine, you know. Like,
Brooklyn
But
Ravnica.
anyway, you know, so. What are you guys doing with that lady?
I'm going to potentially fornicate with her.
Oh,
There you go. Good word.
like to make babies and stuff, or?
No,
Because no offense, I think you'd be a terrible father.
That's something we can agree on.
well, I haven't had the chance to, so you wouldn't know.
That's fair. I got about 9 kids.
I thought you were about to say 9 dads.
No, 9 kids. They all hate me,
Lot
but
of
you know
uncles.
that's a goblin thing. Most of the goblins hate their parents in some capacity.
Okay, what's it to you?
Anyway, where did you meet her?
Well, I found her,
Yeah.
and she got one look at the Elvenator, and she wanted the whole thing.
Well, that's kind of.
She
Again.
almost left to go join the Orzhov.
I guess I technically work for you indirectly.
Yeah.
This ain't the first time she's been in here.
Word got around. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Everyone wants a piece
Well,
of
she comes
Rockies.
in and she's asked specifically about you, and I thought it was one of your friends.
yeah,
And I said, I don't know where he's at. He went off to go fight some squid face people or something, and
yeah. But how did she take that? Like, was she impressed?
I mean, she paid for her drinks, whatever she bought, and she was a little standoffish. She said, I don't think she really cared much for goblins.
Okay.
But she'd sit in here until it's probably been at least a week. She's been in here every night for at least a week. This is not the first time she's been here. She usually would come in early evening, usually get food, drink, never usually talk to anybody else. Would come in, talk to me, ask me if I'd seen you in a while, asked if this was your place, asked if I knew you, etc., etc.
Okay.
Well, I do appreciate this. Thank you for the heads up. But I think we're gonna leave it to the real adventurers on this one.
No. I was just letting you know, like,
I
if you're
appreciate-
thinking that you had some weird chance encounter with this woman on the street,
Slaps, you can take her.
and then I just want to let you know she's been here looking for you.
Well, that's
And I meant to give you the message, but you guys kind of came in and,
it's understandable.
you know,
All right.
celebrating and rowdy and yeah, I was just letting you know. Consider message delivered.
Awesome. I appreciate it. So, I'll take that bottle of champagne, good sir,
Yep.
and I will take it and take it over to the table.
Okay.
Oh, shit. You got the popcorn snacks?
Oh yeah. So what are we gonna do?
So I have to do the deed.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
Just for like 8 hours.
but how do 8 hours.
Don't worry. I only need 4.
4 to 8 hours.
Okay.
More like 8. Cause
Can I be honest with you, Rocky?
Sure.
Have you ever... I'm a little nervous.
Yeah.
Have you ever ran into performance anxiety?
What do you mean?
How do I put it? You know, you couldn't pinch a tent.
Tent.
Yeah.
I do not recall.
Okay, well,
Now, I am a Minotaur, so things are a little bit different, you know, when mating season comes around. Ain't no tent unpinched, ever. It's just, it's rough walking around. Yeah, I mean, they call it rut. And, yeah, it's like a solid month of just, see, 8 hours is like a short day. You know,
well, let's just say this.
I do have 6 kids.
Since I've died,
Which
I've
time?
never been able to get in a rut. Ever.
Well, changelings don't have a mating season. Does that make sense?
That's understandable, but like ever. You never wake up with one, nothing.
Ah,
Now, when I was actually, I don't even remember, but I might not be able to perform for 8 hours. That's a lot of foreplay.
Learn more about Elvin every day.
yeah. Well, I mean, you could cuddle.
I could get Harvey's.
To be fair, we didn't know a lot about him to begin with. Only that he had this fucking angel and this weird weapon, and that he sometimes kills people.
And erectile dysfunction.
And apparently ED, which probably means he doesn't have any STDs. So
So you got that going for you, which is nice.
All right, so if I can't do it for 8 hours,
Yeah.
I guess we could just cuddle.
Yeah, or like 9 hours.
Okay.
Why don't you? I mean, do you think Lila could help you out here and give you the Scoff Fog special?
sorry, I didn't put the little blue pill on that weapon. I didn't realize I would need to.
Got everything but the little blue pill
Description
feature.
of his magic item.
Add spell called Rigor Mortis. It's death related, right?
If
You can stiffen any part of your body.
If it lasts longer than
Have
4
you,
hours,
have you seen this show, Resident Alien?
No.
Oh my god. Never mind then.
Okay.
So, I mean,
I don't think Lila helps in those categories.
what have you asked?
I didn't want to. But besides the point, I will do my best. I'm not the best cuddler. Mainly, I've never had the touch of a woman or anybody in the last, I don't know, however long I've been alive.
Yeah. Well, Rocky's gonna get real close. I want you to know you're gonna be okay. You know, grab him by the shoulders and cast Lesser Restoration to cure one condition.
And I'm not even gonna know.
Level 3, because that's the only spell slots I have left.
Nah, I never thought you'd think you'd cure ED.
I don't think that's actually an option.
And I say erectilis dysfunctionis. I mean, it's the one condition.
That is a condition.
Either one disease, you could argue it's a disease.
I
or one
would not
condition.
argue that's a disease.
It is a disease.
It's a blessing more, or it's a curse more than a blessing. You're welcome.
You could categorize it as paralyzed
It is
I
paralyzed.
don't think
or
so.
poisoned
You can still feel. Never mind.
or blinded.
Are you playing Elvin or am I?
I would just think as a changeling, you probably can just do what you want with that portion of your body.
That's what you would think. But since I died, it's lost its touch.
I honestly never gave it much thought because I don't care.
Well, we care. Me and Bill are having a great time.
You know, and I'm
You want
gonna
to jump
let-
in on this train?
I'm gonna let you guys just hash it out. I'm never gonna tell you what you
He'll be
guys
in there.
can talk
We'll
about. and
wait
what
till
you
it gets
can't.
real dark and we'll
That's
tag
not my
him
job.
That's perfect. I mean, I could cast remove curse. Do you think it's kind of a curse? Or
in. You know what? It'll be fine. We'll see if this works. Now, Liz, if I need you,
or revivify?
can you help me?
Spare the dying.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, you could. You can help out? Nice. Thanks. I appreciate it. You can help out. All right. So we have a game plan. Thanks for the popcorn.
Yep, and the champagne.
Champagne.
Yeah. Did you tell him about your experiences with her?
Oh, no, not like that.
Oh, okay.
She either does or used to work in Demir.
Okay, phew, that's
So
You seen that play Jonathan Wicker, Lind?
it was mid.
Yeah, right. Thank you.
well, she's a force to be reckoned with.
She's
She's
Jonathan.
got a reputation.
Well,
dangerous.
you know plays are over-exaggerated shows.
Thank you.
Okay,
So,
that's a play. This is real life.
Exactly.
As I say,
But you're
in a
referencing
D&D
a
game.
play.
yeah. It'll be okay. I'm Elvin fucking Winslow.
How many charges your staff of healing got? Does it get more after a 4-hour nap? Perfect. We're good to go.
All right, well, let me go do my thing.
Well, I'm gonna sleep in the room next door against the adjacent wall. So if stuff
Pineapple.
goes, keyword,
Pineapple.
I'll just break through the wall like the
Don't worry,
juggernaut.
I'll be in the closet.
Watching.
and we'll come booming in if that's what we need to do.
Do you have a sending spell?
No, I wanted to pick that up at the library though.
Okay,
when
well,
we were able to.
because
go.
that would be useful.
it would be useful.
Like if I was not doing the right thing, you could like send it to me. And like, nah, not like that. Got it. Okay, let's go. So I'll walk back over to the lady.
Okay.
Roll for arousal.
Constitution throw.
So, you sit back down at the table with your champagne and crunchy snacks. What would you like to talk about?
All right. Sorry for the wait. I had to have the bartender get our finest champagne and popcorn snacks. So,
Rocky will just look away.
what? I got some word from one of the barkeeps that you've been looking for me. He meant to give me the message, but I showed up at the same time you did. Anything in particular?
She seems frustrated. It's probably not what you think.
What? Okay, you may be honest with you. Let me tell you what I think. Because I think we should start off with an honest relationship here.
Go on.
So, a long time ago, maybe my grandfather, Elvin Winslow the First. I think you may have killed him. It's weird. I look just like my grandfather. I know.
How old are you?
I have no idea. Both in game and out of game. Let's go with like 60.
How long were you dead?
You're asking me a lot of questions right now. You should know this.
I'm not your character.
I wasn't dead long. I was only dead for like a year or two.
Okay.
Wasn't long.
Okay. And you don't remember much about your past.
No, but I do remember from my grandfather telling me before I came down to Earth, as a baby boy, he saw you last.
You speak a lot without saying anything.
I've been told.
You want to know if I killed you?
My grandfather, yeah, sure.
No, you.
Okay, me. Did you kill me?
Can't talk about it here.
You want to go upstairs?
Not for probably what you think.
What do you think I think that you
I think you think you're going to get some.
That was the initial
And-
plan.
From a point of view, you are going to get some information.
Talk dirty.
Her whole demeanor now is like very much changed. She seems much less confused and a little bit more like confident.
Well, let's go get some information.
Why are you winking?
I didn't.
Funny part is I didn't even have to look to know he winked.
That's also from my Why are you winking? I didn't.
Let's go then.
Let's go. I will get up from the table very nervously because, it's been a while.
It's been a while since I...
Is Liz upstairs yet?
I don't know, Liz. Are you upstairs?
Yeah. Yeah, I would have left.
Okay.
I just I had to intervene.
Were you trying to be sneaky about it?
Ooh.
I mean, not really. More so just kind of casual.
Okay.
We do sleep here sometimes.
Yeah.
Know about that?
So, you go up to your usual room. It's pretty much your room all the time. It's not one of the rooms that they let patrons stay into. You guys have your own spots there since this was your establishment. Not counting your rooms, there's about 15 rooms that you can stay in. 20 rooms total. They've really built onto the rooms. There's a couple of like bigger rooms that would be like your guys' actual rooms. They're bigger than some of the other rooms. The other rooms probably started out about your room size, but they were like cut in half to make more rooms. So you wander up into your room. It's creepy in the way that you would expect it to be creepy, in an elven kind of creepy way.
Knives everywhere. Fingers.
There's like a bloody apron hanging on the.
Butcher's knife.
Yeah, I mean,
Halloween decoration has to wear.
Yeah.
nothing weird hanging, just like the bloody apron that
Everywhere?
he uses for
It's February.
for various things, and he's got like one of those like little leather pouches filled with like various different tools and implements laying on one of his desks.
Is the meat locker in here?
I don't know. Elvin is the meat locker. In
It
here.
is not. That's in a secure location.
It's in a bank vault.
Yeah.
He does a special work in the basement.
Look, this is only two.
It's where he does his laundry.
I can't build a murder house.
Anyway,
Yeah, I bet your mother references.
We should be getting paid for those.
She fucking stabs me.
the two of you go in and close the door. Navenna and Rocky, where are you going?
I'm gonna start meandering upstairs to my room, and our rooms, I'm hoping, are back to back.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I'm gonna, casually go up, not trying to be like super sneaky or anything, and go into my room.
Very sneaky, sir.
I've been in my room since we walked into the bar because I'm like, either Elvin's going to be charming and get some, or he's going to be creepy and get slapped. So,
And then gets.
Either way, he's getting something.
so Navenna's like, yeah, I don't need to be here. So she went upstairs. She's getting cleaned up.
Got it.
Doesn't know anything's happening because no one's told her yet.
This
Okay.
would have been the best episode 69.
So,
Oh, snap, so.
She takes a seat on the edge of your bed. And she kind of sits in a very like proper way, one leg crossed over the other. She pulls the like the hood that she's wearing on her cloak back, and you can see that even in her changeling form, she still has long black hair. That must be like her natural hair color.
Yeah. So,
You assume that this is her natural form.
so get like kind of like back turned to her just a little bit. Oh, almost forgot to close the door and lock it fully. And like as I'm doing that, I'm like taking off my shirt and like thinking actually something's gonna happen. And we were just speaking in code words, trying to keep it PG for the tavern. And then when I turned back around, so what information do you have for me? And please speak up. I am hard of hearing.
Is this for your friend in the closet?
Yes. He likes to sleep there. I feel like Austin Powers right now. I too. That's not my bag, baby.
Sleeping in small confined spaces must run in the family.
Take some psychic damage, bro.
I want to hope that Rocky's got a cup against the wall right now, and he's trying to listen in.
You hear muffled. You hear nothing.
I'm gonna look for a bigger cup,
Okay.
like an ice chest.
Cup of hearing through walls, the magic item.
Yep.
Okay.
I was hoping that we could have a more private one-on-one conversation, as I know a lot more about you than you know about you. And I wouldn't want your secrets spilled out to those you don't want them to be shared with.
Well, I have good news for you. Liz here has a ton of secrets. So he's good at keeping them. Because we didn't know for like 46 episodes that he was fucking whatever his name was.
Draven Vey.
Yeah. I won't spill the Draven Vey name, but he's good at keeping secrets too. And I'm thinking that you're part of the Nemir just like he was part of the Nemir.
I never said I wasn't.
You said you weren't a part of a guild.
Force of habit. We're not supposed to exist for the longest time.
Well, lying hurts.
It doesn't
So-
hurt me much.
Well, he can keep a secret, and that's his bedroom. So,
Well, if that's where he's sleeping, fine, but he is more than welcome to come out if you want him to hear all of this.
I don't like.
I just picture it's very awkward.
Yep.
Liz also doesn't have a shirt on.
It's just weird.
No, I
he's hanging
definitely
up.
have-
He's hanging upside
I
down like a
definitely
fucking
have
bat.
the shirt.
Hey, how much like, flesh do you have?
It's just ribs.
Yeah, just imagine he hangs like a bat.
I just upside down in the closet.
Well, what's the information? I'm all ears.
You're not who you think you are.
Okay. Who am I?
Well, we used to work together,
Okay. On what?
killing people.
Okay. So I don't like all this like itty bitty breakdown. Like I need long summary because I don't remember shit. I remember seeing you last before I died.
I just want to know what you do remember.
What I do remember is I saw you last. That's it. Memory goes black. Now what I do recall is I get to see these really cool visions of a guy that used to really fuck some people up, and that's about it.
I don't know anything about that.
Well, I probably shouldn't have said it then. But what do you know? Let's
I
start
mean,
there.
I know about that weapon you carry. I know about the legends surrounding it.
Yeah.
I know that it's a vestment of the Paruns.
Indeed.
We were hired to steal many of these objects before, or kill their owners.
Okay. So
In fact, that's why I'm actually surprised you have it. We were hired to steal it.
like still hired to steal it?
Well, I'm no longer hired to steal it. Job didn't go as according to plan.
Okay. Well, what are you here for?
I'm here to get answers for some things myself, as in, where did you go?
When I
Where
die,
have you been?
so
You've been gone for over a year, and all of a sudden you just pop back up, wandering about, showing your face like you didn't used to be a killer.
well, so I know you get around.
Are you calling me a slut?
No, I mean more along the lines of you talk to a lot of people and you hang out in various crowds and whatever. You know, I went under a surname for a little while of Chet Gunner. That was my thing for a little bit. And I just kind of hung out in my meat locker. Stayed there for like 2 weeks. Built Harvey, that was pretty sweet. And then,
Was he always like this?
No.
Interesting.
Wait,
Well, his personality has always been much the same. That part is the same. The creepy bits, not so much.
No meat locker?
Not that I recall. We were close.
how close? Like family close?
Not close through DNA, no.
Okay, that's good. Phew.
You and I grew up in the same orphanage. I've known you since you were little. Well, since we both were little. We were hired for our rather unique in Ravnica ability to change shapes. That's why they took us from the orphanage.
Okay.
It's why they kidnapped us.
Okay.
We don't need magic to look like whoever we want to. So we're able to get past most sorts of magical defense that can make illusions not work. We don't need that. We can look like anyone and assume any identity that we wish.
That's true.
At will.
I agree. It's a great thing. Like I've been like little schoolgirls. That was pretty sweet. I've been an ogre. Yeah, it's helped. It's helped more than it's hurt.
The thing is I don't really know much about who you were before you were in the orphanage. You didn't talk much about your family, just that they were dead. And I want to say that they died of some disease. It was a sickness. It was an illness. They weren't murdered or nothing terrible happened to them in the extent of I have to go out and seek revenge. Just people get sick and die sometimes.
It could have happened. I mean, again, I don't.
But that's just what you told me.
I don't remember anything. I will say this, and I don't know if it works quite this way. I've just been told by a birdie with some black wings that I have these bouts with a powerful god every however many years. I get reincarnated back into this earth, live a little while, have a little story, come back, die, come back, die. And the cycle just keeps going on and on. So, really, what happened to my parents, I have no idea. I don't.
Seems like a pretty vicious cycle. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
You never told me anything about that. Maybe you didn't know anything about that.
I'm learning as I go. So, what information can I give you? I mean, yeah, I'm back.
I just needed to know where you've been. If you're still operating or if you're not. Have you retired from the work? Did you put in your resignation? Although I think death is usually a pretty good resignation.
So I recently have become guildless over the last 4 hours or so.
Well, your associations with the Orzhov at first started out as a front. I do know that. But I think you actually enjoyed working with them.
I did.
You had sort of a lethality that they had not seen in a long time.
Yeah.
There's a reason why you were so good at collecting debts.
Yep. Took a few fingers along the way. That was fun. I have a question for you. Because I know you're highly skilled at what you do.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best. They've made plays about you.
I've seen them.
What do you think? Like, are they pretty true?
They're not very accurate.
Like, in a bad way, like you've done more or less?
most of the exploits that I have accomplished couldn't be simplistically explained.
Okay.
It's also about efficiency, not showmanship. Unless that's what the job entails. Some of the Rat Coasts do hire you to make a spectacle.
Okay. Okay. Are you still open for hire?
Always. I'm currently not working, though.
Okay.
When I heard that you had resurfaced,
Can I insight that?
I wasn't quite sure if I believed it.
20.
I mean, I saw you die.
Yeah.
She seems to be telling the truth.
Liz,
No.
how much money do we have?
Rocky, I wouldn't know this, but he's the
He's
one that
in
has
the other
stash.
room. So I've got now an ice bucket, like a good glass
26,000.
one against the wall, seeing if I can hear.
My character would know this. I just don't know because Bill's the one that keeps track of it.
We have 45,100 gold,
45,100. It's on gold,
give or take.
give or take.
Okay, well, that's okay.
Good.
So I got about 10,000 on my side.
In the other room.
Would you be willing to be contracted for 10,000 gold to infiltrate the Orzhov?
To what purpose? What would the target be?
Mainly, the head person of the Orzhov Guild itself.
There is no one individual in charge of the Orzhov. There's a unit. Everybody knows that.
I mean, yeah, the council.
That's not one target. That's
Okay,
5 targets.
Okay, okay. Well,
Also, I don't know if you've been keeping track. You can't kill ghosts.
not necessarily kill them, but exploit them for who they really are.
I don't do that. I'm a killer.
Okay. So you wouldn't do it to find out any information?
It doesn't benefit me.
Okay.
I mean, I like money. If there's a target in the Orzhov you want taken out, not a problem, but I can't kill a ghost. Not permanently.
Oh, this is tough.
But is that really what you want? You have answers to your past and who you are, and you want to hire me to go kill someone that you're too afraid to face?
Not too afraid. I mean, they know me. You're the best at what you do.
Which would mean they know me too.
This is tough. Liz, I mean, I don't know what to do.
If you're looking for someone to infiltrate for information, I mean, there's more than the mirror.
You definitely could hire an infiltrator.
I mean, I can talk with
They might even have
Sure.
agents that are currently working there.
them. Probably do.
Okay.
You'd need a contact. I guess I'm a contact.
Yeah.
I would vouch for you.
I mean, this is so tough. I'm trying to get a name.
Of whom?
He's not gonna like it if I say it. What's your dad's name?
What is his name?
Taros.
Taurus. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you want to kill somebody, kill Taurus for 10,000.
Okay.
Okay.
Any particular way you want it done?
Personally, and I just think this is a nice flavor, but I'm a creepy guy. And Liz is probably not going to like this answer. So I'd rather whisper it to you. And I would want him beheaded and bring the head back to me.
Okay. It's dark, but sure.
That's not very dark for Elvin.
For 10,
Not this Elvin.
for 10,000.
10,000 wouldn't be enough. That's a pretty high-profile individual who has direct ties to Sadek.
How much do you need?
I'd need 50,000. But 50,000 would assure a job done. Guaranteed. And I'd need at least half up front.
Half up front.
Do you think we should talk to first before we make this
He won't be
decision.
that mad.
What if it's like an honor thing? What if he wants to do it himself? But what if he decides?
What if his dad accidentally died?
But what if?
And his head just fell off and ended up in my fucking apartment.
Yeah. Hey Rocky.
Hey, Rocky, I found
I
it.
found your dad's head in my apartment mailbox.
It'd be like in Happy Gilmore when there's the alligator head for Chubbs.
Yeah. He took your hand. I took his head.
I don't know.
Yep.
You don't think he would go for that?
Just Godfather.
I feel like it's something he wants. I feel like it's something. He
Okay,
should
what if we
decide.
don't even offer money? I just give him a hammer.
I don't think that's how that works. I think the hammer's tied to you. I don't think you just give it away. I think
They
you
were
have to-
looking for it.
I don't know.
Would you take the hammer and trade?
Well, it seems to like you.
I can't blame it. I mean, I'm pretty cool.
I don't know much about that hammer, only the stories about it. And the stories say that you can bind yourself to it. And I feel like you may have bound yourself to it.
I can
Give it about 3 days. Un momento. Liz, you'll be okay. I'll walk out the door and knock on Rocky's door.
Okay.
Who is it? I'm taking a shower.
It's me.
Oh, what's up? I'll open the door.
Can I borrow 25,000 gold?
What? For what? I mean, she's not a prostitute, right? Because I assume I still can't hear anything with this big ass,
just mumble.
this big ass.
She
thing.
charges extra for 2 on 1.
No, she's not a prostitute.
Wait, you never pay for something like that. It's you can't. That's
It's
no
illegal.
good.
Okay,
in
fine.
America.
I'm going to hire her as a gift for you.
Gift
But I'm
for
going to have to
me.
borrow your money to give you the gift.
Yeah, a gift for me with my money. Well, it's not my money. It's our money.
Yeah, see?
Make sure you get
But
yourself
half-
something real nice.
But I would say with how much money we have right now, that wouldn't be just yours. It would be probably all of another person's and some of another person's.
Yeah, we've already talked with Liz. He's okay with it.
Okay.
So I need like
Doubt that.
2
but
or 3 from you.
what gift are you trying to buy me?
I'm going to give you your father's head.
What?
I'm going to contract her to kill your father.
We don't need her to do that.
It's a setup. We arrest her. And then we get our 25,000 back, and you still get to kill your dad.
How is it a setup?
Because she's going to agree to the job. We'll follow her to your dad, arrest her, kill your dad. 2-for-1 special.
It seems very complicated.
This is a great plan.
Nothing could go wrong.
I mean, how? You weren't there for this talk earlier, but how can you trust someone that you're hiring for a contract like that? How do we know someone's
Because
not paying her
these
more?
people are professionals. They do good business.
I'm not comfortable with hiring an assassin.
Are you?
and-
You know what? Then you go in and arrest her.
All right.
You're gonna do it.
He just walks in with handcuffs.
You know what? If you do it, you can keep my portion of the gold.
I don't want your portion of the gold.
Okay. Well, I was just trying to sweeten the pot for you.
I mean, the right thing to do is to take her in, right?
Correct. Now, the other thing that came along with this deal, in case this didn't sweeten the pot for you, I was gonna keep your father's head.
Even worse.
Okay.
You know, attached to Harvey.
Yeah. Harvey's gonna have 2 head and hooves.
Hey, he can wear 2 cloaks now. 2 magic cloaks.
I will basically have an endless Rocky with me forever.
Terrible.
Okay. Let's go arrest her then.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I don't.
Now, how do
My-
you normally do this? I don't arrest.
My issue with my father is something I have to handle. Just so you know, we don't
Okay.
want to
Now
contract
you're being
that
selfish. We all got issues.
Out. Yeah.
You need a team.
I'm not saying y'all aren't going to be there. I'm just saying I don't want to hire someone else to take them out.
Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, if we kill your father, do you want the final blow? Okay, this is too much talking about your dad. Are we going to go and arrest her?
Sure.
You first.
All right. I'll put my shirt back on.
Why is everybody not?
Why do you have your shirt on?
All right.
Because you guys said he did. He never said that.
Yeah. No, his
Should we
shirt's
wake?
not on.
Should we wake? Who may be a wizard? We don't quite know yet.
Well,
I'm already awake.
I think she was out of spell slots, so I feel like
Yeah, because I have
if
so many.
if we brought her in, she might be in more harm's way without spell slots.
That's fair. Okay. Well, it's pineapple time.
Now, pineapple means attack. We were gonna arrest.
Okay. Pineapple upside down cake.
Oh, upside down. Okay. All right. Well, why don't you go in there, block the window? And
Oh
I'll be
no
in
no
in
no
a
no no
second.
no no no! I'm gonna watch the door. Liz watches the window. He already agreed to this.
Liz could be knocked over by a gust of wind. He is all bones.
Literally.
But bones are strong.
Not always. You see the dragon chest set down there, carved out of bones? Not that strong. For Jonathan Warwick, assassin?
Okay. Well, go get Wicker Basket in there. I'll help.
Alright, Alright. So Rocky will walk out, and
I just imagine he has no pants on. You're
puts his pants on.
He always has sweatpants on.
Yeah. You never see him in his lounging clothes, but it's like Gucci
Where's your handcuffs hidden
joggers.
at?
Alright, so Rocky will walk in, and then,
Gotta read the Miranda rights.
yeah, he's gonna kick in Elvin's door, hopefully off the hinges.
It's a mimic.
The one door I didn't check!
Just kidding.
Excuse me, you are under arrest. I need you to lay down all your weapons. Turn around, hands up in the air. On the wanted posters, it say that you are wanted alive, and on authority of the Boros, you will surrender, or you will die.
Well, I don't think I'm going with you tonight.
I was gonna say, if she's not in there and he's gone too, we're fucked.
That would have been all my fault.
Oh, where else are you gonna go?
Probably home.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like Liz just has his hand on his face. It's like,
I mean, you look pretty worse for wear. I'm not saying that you're not a stout individual, but you don't really look up for this. No offense. I don't really want to kill somebody I'm not going to get paid for.
I'll pay you. I'm just
In fact, you all look pretty worse for wear.
Well, that does get in the way of the job sometimes, but the job's the job, the law's the laws. You're wanted and questioned for murder.
Most of these murders that I've been accused of committing, I did.
Well, that sounds like you're guilty to me.
Probably. But aren't we all of something?
No, probably not.
I mean, if you really want to go down this path, I'm just advising you that it's not wise. I have powerful friends. And I myself am powerful. And do you really think that it would be a fair fight if my ex-Demir friend also fought you?
Liz, you fight us too?
You double-crossing bitch.
You side with Jonathan?
You wrote the plays, didn't you?
look, I don't think this is a good idea, guys.
I think we should kill you. You will try.
I am the Senate.
Look, I'm not gonna fight you here. I'm not gonna help you either.
We're married.
That doesn't mean you own me!
I knew this fucking little double
I
snake
know-
motherfucker.
Seems like the right decision, but it's I don't know. That doesn't feel right.
Oh, this is so boring. It's over. I don't wish to spill any of your blood. If I wanted to kill you, I would have killed you weeks ago. When I first started following you around, I had to make sure that it was Elvin. I've been following you since way back at your first night at the Silver Spire.
Why have you been following us?
I've been following Elvin.
Why have you been following Elvin?
He used to work with me.
Relevant information?
I don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah, but
He and I used to belong to a very elite branch of assassins. And then she shows the mark on her wrist. Elvin has one too.
Nope. You can look anywhere but the spot that it is. 'cause I don't
Many
know.
of us were adopted by guilds. I went with Demir. It fit my agenda. Elvin was more compassionate towards people.
really?
Really.
You ever seen him around a scientist before?
I don't know who he is now. He is different. Not in a necessarily good way. But not necessarily all bad.
So what is this group of assassins even called?
The Reavers.
The Reavers. Have I heard about the Reavers?
You have.
What do I know about them?
They are like basically a syndicate of assassins.
Initiative.
Oh, darn, you had a chance for initiative.
They're basically like the elite of the elite. They're hired by various members of guilds or whoever can afford to pay for them. Most of their assassins are also known, like, they're really good at infiltrating, getting into places. A lot of them are changelings. Almost all of them exclusively are changelings or have the ability to alter their appearance at will. Most of them end up in the Demir, but there have been others, like Elvin went with the Orzhov. They're usually aligned with, I would say, Rakdos, the Demir, the Golgari, and the Orzhov.
What is the general, I guess, consensus about the Reavers? Like-
Most of the time, they don't make themselves known that they are a member of the Reavers. So when a member of their group does get detained by officials, it's usually a pretty quick payoff. They're sort of like legal assassins. Legal.
Rocky would think legal.
Illegal.
You would think illegal.
Illegal.
You know that they operate kind of outside of the law, as there are laws that were written by the Azorius that allow them to operate under certain conditions.
So
It's
like
a little more
very serious,
neutral than
yeah.
illegal.
Now, it is also well known that sometimes when an assassin fails a job, or if they break ties with the syndicate, the Reaver Syndicate, they will falsify information about that person to have them detained and accuse them of a ton of crimes which they probably did commit, but that the public would have never known about otherwise. It's like their way of kind of getting back at them if they basically turn the law against them, where they're normally kind of like outside of the law. One of them might get detained, and then like within a couple of hours they're bailed out, or their prison cell is mysteriously left unlocked and they're just able to leave. So legal assassins. They dabble in some other things too, besides killing people, infiltration, spying. The Demir, they originally were a branch of the Demir, but then they decided that it was too powerful for one guild to have access and control over this group of individuals. So a lot of them went out and branched to other guilds or remained guildless.
Are there any, like, high-profile assassinations by the Reavers that we would know about that was, like a good thing for society?
Like recently,
I guess in history that I would know about in the past.
typically most of the assassinations that it's rumored that they've killed were like corrupt people, bad people, demons who rose to power within the Raktos, mad scientists. It was actually a lot of the types of jobs that you guys originally took. Your jobs obviously were not necessarily to kill, but to figure out what was going on, arrest, do whatever you needed to contain the problem. They were always more of a last resort. Any means necessary to get the job done.
So they could have been hired by like that council that we were hired by.
They
if-
could have been hired by guild masters too, behind closed doors.
Like we learned that she worked for what's his face from the Ghost Council. At least one of them. Or I don't know what. but-
Okay, so this changes my opinion.
As far as like high profile, yeah, you've heard of politicians and high-ranking Azoria Senate members, high-ranking military officials, even as much as like high-ranking shamans within the Gruul clans that mysteriously died or disappeared. No one ever heard from them again, or a body was found, but no one was ever blamed for it, or it was blamed on things that just didn't seem possible, like it was a mugging gone bad, and the people that they ended up arresting for it were like teenagers who've never had a criminal record before, things like that.
Okay. I think that changes my Rocky's opinion.
These people aren't like going around just killing anybody. They have like a strange moral code that they kill by. It's usually the worst of the worst.
Okay. All right, time in.
Rocky just had like a huge like. All right, give me.
And
50
Elvin used to
minutes
work
to
with
think.
these people.
And Liz is a trainer.
Apparently.
That's what's going on here.
So, I have a few questions. Number one, did Elvin always die this much? Did you always have to bring him back this much?
No, I mean, he oftentimes would get himself into situations. But he was good at what he did.
Well,
That's
that's
another difference.
He seems to have become reckless
Yep,
after death.
in a word.
in a word.
Well, I feel like we're at a standstill. We're at a moral gray area for my compass. While I don't really condone that kind of stuff, there is good that comes out of it. So I'm going to let you off with a warning. And outside of that warning, how do you feel about making Ravnica a better place?
I feel like I've already made Ravnica a better place.
Yeah,
Every
but
job I've ever taken has been for the betterment of Ravnica. It was never just about coin. The coin is more a symbolism of how bad do you want it done. People wish other people dead all of the time. And if we don't charge an exuberant fee, anyone could hire us. We don't want to be hired by anyone. We've toppled tyrants, would-be gods,
yeah,
underground cults,
Been there too.
before they became major threats, or once they had already started.
Yeah, where were y'all on the Illithid, huh?
Jackass.
We lost a few agents on that one.
Yeah, we came out unscathed, so, you know.
Wanna.
Well, all those good deeds are not really going to matter if Sadek takes up power. He's going to be a big bad player. So I guess what I'm saying, now that I know a little bit about you and your organization, I don't know how much money there's going to be, because this is for the people, not for one person. But we might need a little bit of help taking Sadek out. Whether it's clearing a path, finding a way, taking out his wife, who's powerful, I've heard.
We've been keeping an eye on your deeds for a while, mostly because of Elvin. We needed to see if he was still working or not. We've heard of a lot of your exploits. You're running through the maze, the the bloodletting.
Still working, John?
And the rumors have already gone around about you going to find and bring Niv Mizzet back. Clearly that happened as well.
Yep.
If the shoe fits.
So, would you be willing to work for the people like we are, and not for the coin?
It's never
Or-
been about the coin.
Exactly.
Most
Now-
of the coin that we get is to cover expenses for false identities, bribes, and we give back to charity.
Well, for this mission, we're not going to need any identities because they're going to know who's coming. And we're not going to need to bribe anyone because they're going to know who's coming. And it's going to be
So
force
you're
on force.
saying you want the syndicate to help you with Sadak?
I wouldn't say just help us, but help Ravnica. I mean, can you imagine what's going to happen if that guy gets power? He's a sneaky little bastard. And if he takes over, it's not going to be good for the people.
How long have you been gone?
Roughly 13 days. Ish, give or take.
I
8
think
days.
you should read the news tomorrow.
What's it going to tell me?
Things have changed.
Save the clock tower.
Sadek's already in power.
All the more reason to act quicker. What's his status?
He's declaring himself Emperor of Ravnica.
He killed Jace?
God, this guy.
Oh, Jace is just the guild pack. Never mind.
Jace hasn't been seen.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to get that sending spell. I could potentially reach Jace anywhere he's at. There's only if he's not here, as in another dimension. There's a chance it could fail, but
Well, could Niv do it?
you probably could as well. I mean, it's just the sending spell.
So it sounds like our timetable's getting pushed up a little bit. With us not knowing this, I mean, we got to take him out as soon as possible. before
I
he really
agree.
gains power.
Yeah, why don't we join forces? Like old times.
You don't even remember the old times.
You said they were pretty good, so
They were.
I'm just as good. I just get hit a lot harder.
There's a lot I still don't understand about what happened when you were gone and why you're here now.
Well, we'll
You were definitely dead. I saw it.
Yeah, I saw it too.
I tried to help you.
Well, some people just have miracles happen and they live.
And it's bizarre to me that you have that weapon now.
I've been grandfathered into it. It's a part of me now, and maybe in like 3-4 days it won't be. I might be retired. Who knows? Times are changing.
And what about the Bellheims?
Ooh, that's a sore spot. Can you kill them?
I think there's only one left.
We killed the other one.
Sheila.
Isn't she like a ghost now?
She's been hiding with Sadak.
Yeah, well, because if you don't kill a vampire fully, like stab her in the chest, she just fucking flies off and
So, since you've been gone,
stupid D&D rules.
I'm gonna fill you in on what's been happening.
Since you've been gone. All right, Kelly Clarkson, fill me in.
The Orzhov Syndicate is still ruled by the Ghost Council.
Check.
However, Sheila Bellheim works for Sadak. And for some strange reason has been granted a high rank within the clergy. She's basically like one of the highest ranking members of the Orzhov currently. But she stays with Sadak. She's sort of like a liaison.
Okay, so if we find Sadek, we find her.
After Niv Mizzet went missing, Sadak didn't take or waste much time to basically declare his open war against the guilds again.
Didn't he form his own guild though? And no guild can openly move against another guild because of the pact.
His guild is not one of the original 10 guilds.
Fucking loopholes.
Yeah.
We'll have to check the wording.
Yeah, we gotta get to Jace first.
No guild can openly declare war, but there are 10 guilds, not 11.
It's declaring a disagreement.
There used to be none.
Regardless, there has been appearances of strange individuals claiming to come from various places within the multiverse. Some of them seem to know Jace. Some of them seem to have worked with Jace. This is just what my informants have told us. We work very closely, knit with our information, the Demir. He can tell you that. We learn a lot. We know a lot of secrets. There's great concern that Jace is either indisposed, doesn't care, or is dead. But from what I know about the way that the Guild Pact works, which is not much, I'd say that if he was dead, then the Guild Pact would be broken again.
Yeah.
Or the power would have transferred somewhere else.
It didn't seem like he didn't care either.
Gerard is dead.
What? I feel like Liz would get taken back by that one.
Did we know that already?
No.
No, that was definitely new news.
How'd he die?
He was petrified
By who?
by someone named Vraska.
Is this, or were they Gorgons?
She is a Gorgon. She is a very powerful Gorgon.
What was the name?
Vraska.
I'm assuming she did this for power. Is she the one taking over the Gold
We're not sure what her intentions were, but she's now in charge.
Of course.
I mean, Gerard is Gerard.
I know.
I'm not sure. We weren't even sure that he could be killed. And maybe he can find a way to bring himself back, but for now, he has been dealt with. Asperia is dead.
Oh, shit. Jinx.
There was an open dispute with her and Vraska in court over certain laws, and Vraska petrified her. The current ruler of the Azoria Senate is someone by the name of Dovin.
What was the name of the Gorgon again?
Vraska. Dovin, you may remember, used to go by another name. I'm just wondering if you guys can figure it out. He's a Vidalcan.
Copernicus? No.
He did.
He was a Cambion.
Alright, Grinko, Glora, Bella, Victor, Sheila, Tormund. No, he died too. Draven Vey.
That's who it is.
It is not Draven Bay.
Definitely Draven.
It's a little older than that.
I don't know. Can't think of it.
Moldren View.
I thought he died.
Yeah, I thought we held his head.
Did you?
I thought we did.
It was. It was a pumpkin.
Moldren View has always been an agent of Sadek.
You know, we should have trusted when you detected good and evil on him with your divine
You did
sense.
detect evil.
He was evil.
Yeah.
She'll kill him right then and there.
I believe Moldren View was just a ruse. And I believe Dovin Bale is his real name.
Well, shit.
Do you know if this Vrask has any ties with Sadek?
Not directly.
Okay. I'm just curious because
It does seem suspicious, though.
it seems a lot of these takeovers are happening around the same time. They'll have be ties with Sadek. He's
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
this guy needs to go.
So do we think Sadek did it?
Did what?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything wrong in the world, Sadek.
Pretty sure.
Pretty much.
High gas prices, Sadek.
And my commute to work is terrible in Ravnica now. Stupid Sadek. I can get to the bar and back.
Is that everything that's changed? Is there anything else? That's a shitload.
Checking my list.
Yeah.
Also,
With the return of Niv Mizzet, it seems as though the Izzet has been returned to its rightful guildmaster, although Skraznet seemed to also work closely with Sadak. But I think he's in jail now.
Yeah.
I don't think we made it.
War criminal. It's concerning.
And word on the street is that Tauros is making a play for the Boros Legion.
I told you we should have killed him. 50,000. Your dad's dead.
Yeah, that's not good.
We have a couple options. I feel like either cut the snake off at the end here, or we can make a play on Tauros before he gets to the Boros. Because getting a foothold in the military would be pretty bad for if Sadek did that.
Yeah, undoubtedly.
Yeah, they'd own the military and the courts.
One of those is already bad enough.
Yeah, but what about my issue in 3 days?
Yeah, you can just call that off, you know. 'Cause you
Can
are.
we do a rain check?
Can we postpone like a day or two? Saturday just does not work for me.
I got a hair appointment, and
I'll change.
so do you have any more information about Tauros moving on Boros?
Not exactly. I'm not sure what his plan is.
But it hasn't happened yet.
No, Aurelia is still in charge.
Does the Boros know about this?
I would assume they seem to be taking extra precautions.
Well, that's good.
We've had several high-profile assassinations of guild masters, which hasn't happened, well, ever. I would say that a lot of places are beefing up their security. No pun intended.
Because you're beef.
But Sadek's true goal is to eventually take back over the Dimir. He just can't do it yet. Because of the guild pact.
That's going to be awesome. Your brother-in-law's going to own the Dimir.
It's, Yep.
He still has a lot of sympathizers within that organization. Many of them are supporters of him. Some secretly, some very openly.
Do you support him?
No.
Do you support
I
him?
feel that Lazov was doing a fine job with the Dimir long before the issues with Sadek. But Lazov is very hands-off. Probably one of the most mysterious people in all of Ravnica. No one even really knows what he looks like.
Nope. We've seen him a couple times up close. It's strange.
He doesn't
he
really
was-
make a lot of public appearances.
What's his name? Jeff, when we met him with the watch?
Yeah, this guy's a goblin.
Jeff with the G.
Jeff with a G.
Jeff with a G.
So if you have
Main villain.
one trying to take back over the Dimir, one trying to take over the Boros, they have an agent infiltrating into the Orzhov. The Azorius is now taken over by a Sadek agent, and probably the Golgari.
They're already halfway there.
Yeah. Well, we know where the next attack's at. The
It would
Boros.
be difficult, I think, to overthrow the Rakdos, so that one's probably pretty safe.
Yeah, that was not.
Lord Rakdos has been in charge forever.
Yeah, I don't remember reading ever about history of not being there. So
And I assume like the Selesnya doesn't have much, or isn't as wealthy of a takeover right away. Wouldn't do him too much good.
They do have quite a military presence without actually being a military force. They deal in food supplies, certain types of medicines. They have all of the nature that still remains of their guys, and a giant tree monster. So yeah,
yeah, the tree monster is pretty concerning.
It's considered one of the last elementals, true celestial elementals. As far as being taken over, I think they tried that once, didn't they?
Yeah.
Tristani is not like the others. She's not an individual.
It's true. I didn't either.
Good name drop.
I've dropped a lot of names while you were gone.
I know. You're a whore. I had a pee.
Should have held it. Get it together.
Borborygmos is not easily bought, swayed, or even challenged. It would take an army to remove him from Gruul power, even though the Gruul clans are less organized than the others. They're not really a guild per se.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it would take an army, though. I mean, he would accept a one-on-one combat. If he's bested, that new person would be in charge.
He's not willing to give up his position of power so easily. And one-on-one, many have tried.
Yeah, but Tauros hasn't tried.
Taurus is not. But his eye is set on the Boros.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, his legion still lies there. His allegiance. He was the original infiltrating agent when this whole plan is set into motion.
I think one of the biggest issues here is no matter how hard the guilds try to prepare for these infiltrations, there's just so many already there inside the guilds that it's kind of hard to tell who's working for who.
Yeah. That is true, but I mean, if we get, like, say we go into one of the guilds, we surround ourselves with a bunch of people, I cast Divine Sense, we look and see which one's evil.
Yeah? I mean, the guilds are pretty big.
Well, you know, it
At that point, we might as well just sniff out the head targets.
well, you'd assume that whoever that person in power is in the Boros has got to be a high-ranking person, someone who can get close, someone non-suspecting, you know, not, you know, Jeff, the guard door, the door guard,
Yeah.
whatever his job is.
Hodor.
There's been a lot of rumors of multiversal travel since Sadek showed the way to here. Not just the Illithid. They were one. I think he was hoping to strike some sort of a bargain with them. Good job on murdering most of them, by the way.
You're welcome.
Yeah, they seemed pretty threatening. If we didn't just left them alone, I feel like more
But with Jace traveling to and from here, and Vraska claiming to know him, others have come too. Others like Jace. One very specific one that seems to be pulling a lot of the weird strings, by the name of Tezzeret. I'm not sure if he is still here, but he was snooping around the aqueducts of the Demir.
Did we meet him?
You have not.
We met a couple of them when we were fighting Madri.
Yeah.
We've been following him since he showed up. He seems to have direct connection to Dovin, Vraska, and Sadek. We're not sure why. Dovin and Vraska are not from here. Vraska may be, but hasn't been for a while. And they believe that she planeswalked here, I believe is the term.
I don't like this Vraska threatening my home down in the Undercity.
Yeah, she seems like she's bad news.
I think it all goes even deeper than the whole Sadek conspiracy. I just get rumors that there's something more, like Sadek is just the calm before the storm.
Like he's just a pawn?
I think he may not even realize that he is a pawn. Just a hunch. I've seen empires topple before. or more specifically read about them. It would be much easier for someone to come in if there was chaos. The clans united, much like the Gruul, hard to defeat. Separated and suspicious, easy.
Yeah, for sure. Well, this is a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Not a great.
So,
Welcome
now that
home.
we've caught you all up, I think I'm gonna go now.
Well, what do you say about helping with the Sedek problem?
I will discuss it with some of the other syndicate, see if I can get it up the chain of command, so to speak. It does seem to serve our best interest too.
Yeah, if Ravnica's in shambles, doesn't do you too well. Or your folks.
No.
Well, we're gonna be. Well, I'm gonna assume that we're gonna go to Boros
That's
either
a good
now or in
idea.
the morning
We should stop at the library
on the way.
and pick up, at least sending. If not, I don't remember if you had something you wanted to pick up from there, but it would be a good idea.
I wanted to pick up Meteor Storm.
Yeah, can I get meters?
Yes.
If you say to the guards at the front gate, pineapple, that's like a code word, and they'll come get us.
Okay.
I don't know. It's Elvin's term. Does that mean anything to you?
I can get I can get a message back to you here. It's good to see that Elvin is still alive, so to speak.
Yep.
He is different. Maybe after this whole ordeal, he'll remember more of who he was.
Yeah.
He used to be a very different person. You probably would have liked him.
Really? Huh.
I don't mean that I don't think you dislike him now, but
He's just weird.
he has some quirks.
If I ever see this meat locker, I'm probably gonna vomit.
It
sounds
was
like it
very
smells.
customary for assassins to take a trophy from one of their victims, but they didn't stitch together various body parts and make zombie friends. That's new. I used to collect teeth until someone stole them.
That sucks.
Oh, I can't look at him down here.
So, do you have any other questions for me?
Do we have any other questions? Not that I can think of.
Well then, good luck.
Do you know how we would spot someone maybe working for Sedek? Is there like how you have your little tattoo? Is there like a brand or a tattoo or a mark of Sedek that his followers would have?
I don't think that they're quite so public about it. But he does have his own guild, so to speak.
So you could look for the signet.
I don't think that they operate under the same rules. And since most of them are sort of sneaky about their true intentions, it's not something I think that they publicly advertise.
Hmm.
I mean, if the Azorius knew that Dovin was probably working with Sadak, probably try to remove him, yeah.
Yeah.
Why haven't we told anyone? Because it won't matter.
Well, I beg to differ, because we're going to go to work now, and that's going to matter.
And I believe you'll succeed. Or die trying.
Well, we made it this far.
Yeah. We have overcome so far.
Well, with that, I will leave you to a good night's rest.
How y'all doing?
Yep, back to the closet I go.
Okay, what would you like to know?
The skeleton in the closet. I think take a long rest. Unless
Yeah.
anybody has anything else they need to do.
Do we want to go to Boros now, or do we want to go in the morning?
Oh, definitely now. I think we should take a long rest here. go to the library and then prepare. I mean, maybe speak with someone, see if we can get some help.
Well, I think we got that part covered.
I mean, specifically if we're gonna fight Tauros.
Yeah. I don't know if they'd be willing to help with that as well.
They might. I mean,
That's going to be quite the fight.
it's their guild. They don't. I mean, it's their loss.
Do you have a way to contact those Reavers? Did you know about them?
No,
Or
I mean,
dealings
knew
with
it.
them?
Would I have known about them?
You knew of them.
Yeah.
You had heard of them because you worked in a guild of secrets.
Yeah.
So you knew some of those weird
So
cases
I
were
would've
done
known,
by
I would have
the
known of them,
Reavers.
but probably not any of them personally.
Right.
Or if I did.
Well,
know
if you did know them, they
personally,
didn't tell you
they
that
wouldn't have told me.
they
Yeah.
were members
so
of that.
I would have basically said that.
Like Val, you had no idea. You knew that she was a member of the Demir, but you had no idea that she was a group of this assassin syndicate.
Well, the Demir know how to get messages places. If we get the sending spell, if we need to say something to them, we can.
All right. Yeah. So we sleep. We hit the library. We get a message to the Reavers about helping with Tauros or sending backup. I feel like that's all going to be in the same conversation that Val has. I mean, fighting Sadek is fighting Tauros, is fighting
Yeah, I mean, we can.
Dovin, you know. So maybe they'll send someone.
They might.
And then I say we go to the Boros and wait for the infiltration to happen. So-
Well, we can wait. I don't really remember if this was like something that was only happened with Rocky, or if there's something he told like the party. Like, your father said you could just ask.
To battle him, yeah.
I don't know if we knew that or not, though.
I think we did, because I think it came up, and I said all we
Okay.
had to do was ask to fight him. That he wasn't going to bother us.
I would bring that up too. Like, yeah, we could always ask too. But because
We
I mean, seeing
we
seeing
could
an
do that.
infiltration happen is harder than you think. Sometimes it just happens right under your nose.
Yeah, I don't know who the heck could be the spy working for
There could be many.
Sadek.
There could be many. I mean, Tauros is the one, but there could be many more, like foot soldiers to who knows who. But I mean, at least if we do that, we have a known, like we know where he's gonna be, or they know he's coming when.
Yeah. Yeah, I would just challenge him and take him out. Well, I'm going to go shit my pants and then go to hit the hay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hide in Elvin's closet.
Because apparently
This is canon.
that's where you sleep, and it's
Right,
canon now.
sweet. It's
I
it's
feel-
so we get the bonus for the wedding ring thing.
Yeah, the AC.
The wedding. They get the plus.
I feel like it was Skrizz's thing to sleep in closets for a while.
True, I think
That's
so.
true,
But,
true.
So
but now I'm undead, so.
you head to your respective areas, and you don't get your long rest yet.
Okay.
I have more things to do.
Oh
no. Nevada,
Okay.
you are pondering all of the past events of the almost 2 weeks that you've been gone, dealing with not only the machines and the capturing of Niv Mizzet and the liberation of Niv Mizzet's tower, Ichabod Sparks, his strange portal into the unknown he was trying to accomplish, learning of your origins more and more, finding out that you have machine parts inside of you that keep you alive. Now, probably having a better understanding of what's wrong with your mother, having a cause, you could now probably find a cure. You know you want to get your hand on the rest of your father's notes. Unfortunately, you know the rest of your father's notes are with your father, and you're not sure exactly how to reach him. But your journey has been an interesting one since you first ran into this strange group of individuals when you were just looking for someone to join forces with and happened to battle a red dragon.
Another
Your reflections
Tuesday.
on all of this and your recent events coming to light explain a lot about you. Something has never really felt quite right about your abilities and your powers. It's almost as if you've been held back and hindered, trying to follow this designated law of wizardry. You've always sort of had this ability with machines, this understanding of how they operate and how they work, and almost as if they could speak to you. And as you sit there in the dark and contemplating the weeks that you've been on this journey trying to find not only answers for yourself, but the betterment of Ravnica, you're lost away in the sounds of the ticking of your heart, which you actually hear for the first time. It's always been there, you just didn't realize it. It's soothing. It's calming. It makes sense. And then you close your eyes, and all you feel is the beating of your heart, which is the ticking of a clock. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. Everyone gets their long rest. The morning comes. Not soon enough for some. Novena. When you awake in the morning, you feel more refreshed and more rejuvenated than you have in a while. You do your normal stretching, rolling around in your coat, which you never seem to take off. And you pull the floppy hat over the top of your eyes and back on the top of your head. You do a stretch, you stand. You summon Tinsel. And you look in the mirror, kind of wiping the sleep away from your eyes, wondering what the day is going to bring. And as you do, you notice a strange thing about yourself. As you are checking just to make sure that your ring still works and trying to animate and doing the things that you normally do with the junk things in your pockets, things that you do to entertain yourself. You put on little shows and you give them all names. Every bent spoon, every broken fork. As you cast one of the spells to animate, you notice in the mirror what looks like a large set of cogwork gears appear ethereally behind you. And in your eyes, you see them flash just for a second, and you see the ticking of cogwork gears behind your pupils. That's it.
I immediately dropped the spell. A little freaked out. And I tried again.
It has the same effect. Only this time you actually hear the ticking of the gears.
Well, that's new.
They seem to be in sync and in unison with the beating of your heart.
I look down, I feel fine. And I head downstairs.
All right. It's morning time.
Good morning.
Guten Tag.
So did Elvin scare off that girl he was chatting up, or?
Oh,
Yeah, that was a weird encounter.
We have a lot to tell you, and it's not. There's a lot of not good stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of not good stuff.
And we will.
What did Elvin do this time?
It's not Elvin's fault this time.
It's partially
not?
Elvin's
This
fault.
time. Well, the Ravnica part's not his fault.
Yeah. Or, I mean, it could be.
It could be.
We don't know.
We don't know what he did before he died. So
When in doubt, he did it. But we'll fill her in on all the shit the lore drop.
yeah,
No, I'm
all the
like,
Ravnica chain.
holy fuck.
Yeah. So we're gonna head to the library, get some spell stuff for you
Yeah.
spelly people, and
We-
then head to Boros.
Should we pick up some better armor for Elvin while we're out here?
Yeah, I think we're heading past that shop that we go to, owned by a gentleman feller by the name of
The shop guy.
hang on, I'm old. Nope. It's here. Oh, Jonas.
Well, even if we don't happen to pass that way, I know a lot of merchants from my time buying and selling around Ravnica. I'm sure we can find something.
Yeah, I'm hoping not to derail too much. Like right to the library, right to Boros.
Maybe
'Cause,
you, Elvin, and Skriz could go do that, and Liz and I could head to the library.
Yeah, I mean, I'd hate to split up. And I feel like if just me and Elvin and Skriz get there, we're not going to be the full cohesive unit. So if shit did go down,
Oh, just to the shop. I don't mean to.
oh,
No. Wait, then we rendezvous.
Yeah.
Before we go to.
well, let's see how far out of the way the armor place is, and maybe we just all pass it and stop for a second.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I just got to finish cleaning the bar here, and then we are good to go.
Question: did I look any weirder than usual this morning?
You got that bedhead you always have in the morning.
That's kind of like it's just fixed up. That's pretty normal.
Yeah,
I
if you-
guess I'll see if I can notice anything different, like just right off the bat. If I need to make a check for that, or if there's just something apparent.
Her heart seems to tick and beat louder than you've noticed it in the past. You also, every now and then when she moves, you catch the faintest, almost like glimpse of like a clockwork halo above her head.
Did you get more clocky?
Did you get another pocket watch?
It just looks like you only catch like the faintest glimpse of it here and there.
Well, I was thinking about everything that's going on, and I was thinking about how my father said that this mechanical heart that I have, this clockwork heart, is a power source.
Hmm.
So I was thinking about that and thinking about everything, and then this happened, and I just animate like a couple of spoons,
Oh, yeah.
and the clockwork pops up.
Do we see all that clockwork pop up?
It's like ethereal. You can kind of see it, but it's not solid. And you hear it too. It manifests. You see the gears.
Does that ring any bells?
Probably no. It's never happened before.
That's wow.
Yeah, I feel like I know a couple of different spells, like spells that I've tried to learn before that didn't make sense to me, but now they do.
Yeah, I mean,
It seems odd to you too. She doesn't seem to be carrying her spellcasting focus.
Huh. Do you normally have staff?
I have a book. Well, I also have a staff, but it doesn't really do magic things.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know too much about that y'all's kind of magic. Mine's a little bit different. It just kind of happens and it appears.
Kind of like how I've been trying to cast this morning. It seems easier almost.
Huh.
Like it's natural.
Are you a paladin?
Can I punch you in the arm, see if it hurts?
Yeah.
Divine smite.
And
5th level.
Shit, she's got 5th level.
So she only did one unarmed strike damage to you, but
and then I hop away like, ow,
25
ow,
radiant.
fuck, ow.
Yeah, you gotta throw your shoulder.
but she burned your soul away. So it's fine.
Yeah, not a paladin.
Definitely not a paladin.
Well, as they say in the science, test and figure it out. Right? That's sciencey.
Yeah, that's is a thing. That's a thing that is it say definitely.
It's real
all the time.
stupid.
Test and science, and we'll find out.
Hypotha something.
Noose.
I guess so.
Hypotenuse.
I thought they
Thank
said
you,
science ho, but you know,
Science.
maybe that was the Simic.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like I can do pretty much all the important things,
Well, that's good.
like that I always do. Like
You still got T-Rex on deck?
yes.
All right, then we're good.
I feel like I can still do that. And the tiny hut, I feel like I can still do that.
That's good.
The vortex thing?
Yes. I feel like that's yes,
The fireball.
definitely.
No.
Then we're good.
I don't know.
So
Any changes then will be a happy little surprise.
yeah, I feel like I might be able to cast restoration now though. So
Oh yeah, did you know if that worked for you at all, Elvin?
I was
Elvin
hard as-
had an issue.
He was hard as a rock.
Did he woke up with wood?
He had an erection that lasted more than 3 hours.
I gotta go to the hospital.
I'll cast lesser restoration again.
I feel like I don't need to know what happened last night.
So-
all of a sudden.
You guys are kind of waiting for Skriz, and he doesn't seem to come downstairs.
Is Slapsy around?
He's dead.
Mhm.
Hey Slaps, do you see your Lord and Savior Skriz anywhere? We're getting ready to go.
Yeah, he didn't stop to talk to you guys.
I just woke up. I think we all did.
He said, and I quote, "I got some stuff to do. I'll be back when I get back. Tell Elvin not to break my wand."
That sounds like Skriz. Well, if Skriz heads back this way, just let him know we're going to Boros.
Okay.
And
We'll miss him
it's about to go down.
in DMs.
All right.
Not in that way.
Oh.
Different way. Well, I also want to thank you, Slapsy, for all the work that you and all the crew have done with Rocky's bar here. It seems to be a big hit. Making some
Yeah,
profit.
it's pretty popular.
Yeah.
Especially on something called Rockies.
Real proud to have a fine establishment named after me like this. It's just,
I feel like it's every man's dream, right? Like to have something named after him or to put his name on something.
Yeah, it's super important that you have your name on the sign.
Oh, before we
It
leave,
is on the
talk
side.
about the bar, is there anything we should do
I know.
with that, with the whole...
So the profit of the bar right now it is turning a profit. It's not a huge profit. You are able to net every week, so a full 7 days, 250 gold.
That's it.
That's after all expenditures are paid, all salaries are paid, maintenance is done. 250 gold.
I think we can work this place with 2 goblins.
They've been taking a big chunk of their profit though and expanding, so they have not.
Yeah.
You have not really profited a lot.
We're franchising.
So
I don't think that's what
they've been expanding the inside,
Yeah,
hiring
Rockies
entertainment to
too.
come in,
We're not quite that
making the
far
rooms
yet.
better. They're trying to build another floor up on top of it, things like that.
Although
so
we probably could. We have enough money to buy another bar.
So even with so that's why it's only 250 gold. They're trying to make the bar like a legit thing. They've been talking about trying to buy a couple of the buildings around them to expand and make it bigger. So
well, that sounds awesome. Keep up the great work, and yeah, we'll be back.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll just keep running it the way that we've been running it?
Yeah, I don't see. I mean, well, I would like for y'all to wear aprons.
I suppose we could accommodate that.
And the house special tastes like piss.
It is.
Carry on.
Got that
Oh,
extra
good. Then
flavor
it's
to it.
not just me.
I mean, we just following Skrizz's orders, you know. He said the human special is piss. You give it to anyone that you don't like. Just say you're giving them the human special, and then give them a wink.
But you wouldn't give it to like a minotaur, right? No, huff a little smoke
we have
out
a
at 'em.
Minotaur special.
What's in the minotaur special?
Beer.
Oh, yeah.
Most Minotaurs that come in ain't disrespectful like the human types.
That's the correct
No,
answer.
no offense.
Oh no, we're usually pretty awful.
Yeah, I would like to see a little bit more, wiping down everything with clean rags. 'Cause yeah, as you can see, I did a lot of work here last night, wiping everything down, cleaning the dishes.
I saw.
It's
You're
important.
natural.
Oh, thank you. I hope and when I retire, you know, to work in the bar, clean things up. You know, simple life.
Well,
That'd be nice.
we can take all of those into advisement. And, yeah. Oh, here is your cut.
And he hands you a pouch filled with 250 gold. You guys could add that to your monies.
Chump change.
Money. 250.
About tree fitty.
Might need it. Liz and I are about to go get some spells.
Oh, of course, we spend money on you guys, but when I want to
And
kill his
some
dad.
armor for you.
Fine. It's all about you.
All right.
All right. So you're going to a shop to get non-magical spells. And you guys are going to the library to try to learn new magical spells.
Yeah, I feel like we're trying to hit a like a blacksmith on the way.
Sure.
And potions.
You can
And
go ahead to
potions.
Jonas's shop.
We do what?
You can hit Jonas's shop up.
Jonas. Yeah, we'll hit Jonas.
I don't remember what his shop was called, but I do remember the name Jonas.
Jonas, magical potions and stuff.
Jonas and Son.
You're not gonna believe this deal.
The Rusted Anvil.
Ooh, good name. Way better than ours.
I'll write that down for next time.
Yeah, I have the names of the places you've been. You've been to the one bar called the Greasy Crown, the Silver Spire.
Good one.
course.
Good
The one general store you guys went to a lot was Browning and Mead. The one armory you guys went to was called the Rusted Anvil. And you guys went to a pawn shop one time called Skullets.
Oh, that was the place we got all that weird shit.
Mm-hmm. And you guys went to, there was another place you guys have been to that you guys really liked too, and I wrote it down. This is Guild Challenges. It didn't have a name. You guys went to see Taba the Voodoo Medicine Man. The lizard folk that lived in like a skull hut.
Oh yeah, okay.
Alright, okay. He shows some vision.
He didn't actually have a name for his establishment. You're pretty sure he just operated out of his house.
This is my house.
That was the only like business establishments that I have wrote down here. And the only name I have down is Jonas and Kiefer.
Yeah, makes sense.
You guys don't usually ask people's names too often, so I don't usually give them to you.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so you guys are gonna head to the armory shop. You guys are heading to the library.
Correct.
Let's do the library first.
Okay.
All right.
Before, is there any spells that you guys think we, as wizards, we would need? Like you think?
Are you a wizard?
Are you a
We
wizard?
have to find out.
Guess we'll have to find out.
All right. Wizards.
But I can get up to 4th level spells.
Demir.
If there's anything I'll talk to you guys. Otherwise, I know what I would want to get.
I'm getting comprehend languages.
Well,
I
I
was gonna
don't.
get that
I
one
don't
too.
know that we need that because we got this little ear in.
Well,
It-
that
it
works
can-
for hearing, but not for seeing.
Yeah, I need to be able to read the text and the tattoo in my father's
Or
notes
anything else we come across.
to fix
Any
my mother's
ancient
issue.
Ravnica
Yeah.
languages we don't know.
She got a heart issue.
Can't drink monster.
Okay.
She drank one can of Monster.
It's going too fast.
I can't think of any. I don't really know
Fair enough.
the spell stuff. I guess ask the guy behind the library desk.
True. Yeah.
Can
What-
you
what
learn
they
charm
got.
person?
Sure. Yeah, I can if you want me to.
Yeah, you should.
Okay.
They come in handy next time we get an assassin that wants to kill one of us.
Sure. Put that on my list.
Okay, so
Cure for you.
you guys make your way to the library. You head in, and you are presented with the same librarian. They all kind of look the same. It's mostly like black robes. You know, every one of these people are agents of the Demir in some capacity. Master Lysica,
Hello.
you have come for knowledge. Excellent. What can we help you discover?
We are seeking spells.
Very well. Do you have a list?
Yes.
Should be 100 gold per level of the
100
spell.
gold per level. Okay, I have a pretty long list.
Mine, I think, is just one level. One level one.
Just one level one.
Yeah.
I was thinking two. It's pretty much two of every level except for fourth. I'm only getting one. So there was comprehend language.
Yep.
Charm person.
Yep.
Scorching ray.
Mhm.
Wither and bloom.
Mhm.
Major image.
Yep.
Sending.
Okay.
And then fourth level is greater invisibility.
Okay. However much gold that is.
Okay.
I trust your math skills.
Yeah, just we gonna take it out of the big pot in bag of holding.
I think I only have like 600 gold on me, so yeah, probably.
Okay.
Or 500, 200.
And you, it's going to take you a while to kind of sit and learn all these things.
I'm just going to learn comprehend languages, so that's just 100 gold.
You're trying to read and learn from a spell book, but it doesn't really make much sense to you.
Yeah, it does.
No, it really doesn't.
I have the one thing.
Nope. Learning from spell books doesn't seem to help you at all.
You fucking liars! Let me at her.
If I come across a spell in written form, such as a magical spell scroll or wizard spell book, I can add it to my ritual book.
As a ritual only.
Yeah.
Comprehend language is a ritual.
This is a strange spell to you. You don't remember having this much difficulty copying spells into your spell book before. It seems different.
But can I still do it?
Mhm.
Okay. Oh yeah, I have a lot more trouble, but I can. Yeah. You don't know anything about what's going on here.
I know you guys are both fucking Demir.
What?
Both fucking little sneaky sons of bitches.
I don't Demir anymore.
Do you even
It's,
have a dad?
1600 for all the spells that I got.
Your sister's still hot.
And 100 for mine.
So 1700 total.
When she becomes a widow, I'm gonna marry her.
Do you even still use a spell book?
Only for the rituals.
Okay. Are you sure? I don't think they use a spell book.
I'm pretty sure that. Hold, let me check.
Yeah, I would double check.
My God,
I
sorcerers.
think only. I think only for the ritual cast stuff. For everything else, no.
Imagine not having an axe and just beating the shit out of stuff.
Yeah, I have to copy it into my ritual book.
You have an actual book for that.
Yeah.
So where's
In my
your
mind, it's
sorcery
my
points
old
been
wizard
at?
book. I just can't use some of the stuff that's in it anymore.
Yeah, as you're flipping through your book, most of these spells don't really make any sense to you at all.
Pyrotechnics? I haven't even used that in forever.
They all seem to be written in a language that just doesn't seem to really make much sense to you. You see lots of symbols and arcane ruins, and
What's going on?
they don't really speak to you anymore.
Like pyrotechnics. I see the title, the name of it, but I can't cast that anymore. I mean, I haven't cast it since I joined up with you guys, but I can't cast that anymore.
Huh. That's strange.
I don't remember what other spells I used to have. I kept all the important ones. I mean, I can learn this. This is a lot harder than usual. I feel a lot dumber. Like I lost like
You said
6 points of intelligence.
Oh, wow.
what the fuck's going on? Damn Demir.
Oh no, it's 7 points. My bad.
7
Mind
points.
Flayer ate her brain. I knew it!
Man, sure not an intellect devourer up there?
I don't know.
I feel stupid.
I mean, I did have 20.
Now,
No,
at
I
this
don't.
stage, you've only attempted to try to cast a spell. You haven't tried to really cast anything else. You haven't cast anything besides a cantrip.
So
Or
you're
something that
actually
came from an
paladin?
object.
Yeah, things.
Are you actually a
some things
paladin?
makes more sense
Or is
now, and
it
others make absolutely none.
You haven't checked your character sheet on it?
Might make sense to maybe try to cast a spell to see what happens.
Is that like allowed in the library? Would they?
I
allow
would
this
probably
stuff?
take it outside, and depending on the spell.
Even if you do start... I'll,
Fireball.
I
probably
cast
just take it
tactical
outside.
nuke.
Okay.
25 kill streak.
Wait until-
No, the bugs. It's alright, they're protected.
I'm gonna go ahead and go outside, and Like, fine. Like, I don't want to just do it in the street. I'm gonna like come to the side at least.
We are
Alleyway,
so
dark alleyway.
over.
And are you coming with me, Liz? Okay.
Yeah,
Of course he is. He's very curious.
Yeah.
And then,
Nah, I'm a chillin'.
and I'm gonna focus on one of the spells that I've wanted to cast forever, but I couldn't. It just didn't make sense, and now it kind of clicked. I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on you.
I don't think I have anything going on unless something underlying is going on.
Okay. So, as you begin to draw arcane energies to power the spell, you hear the ticking of the clock, and the manifestations seem to almost solidify around her to where you can actually almost fully see them. They pop up almost like clockwork, like a clockwork halo, and like a clockwork behind her. Just several sets of gears. You hear them tick rhythmically. They flash with arcane energy. You see her eyes sort of like white out, and you can actually see the clockwork gears spinning behind her eyes, all in unison. As you're drawing in power for the spell, you actually see the spell being drawn from the ether in a way that you've never seen it drawn before. Normally it's a manifestation of words and empowerment. This seems almost like you are sculpting it or drawing it from nature itself. And you feel as though, for the first time ever, you could manipulate this spell in a way that you've never done before.
This feels way easier than normal. I mean, I wouldn't say it was difficult to cast before. This was just felt like breathing.
Would that ring any bells to me?
As you cast the spell, you realize that you can probably cast this faster than you normally would be able to.
I think I can cast it faster, or I could cast it on 2 people at once.
Interesting.
Aaron's like,
Too strong.
she has the force. This is bullshit.
In my defense, Navena was the second character I'd ever built, ever, and I didn't know what I was doing.
I get that. My first character was something very close to this, and it was not built very well.
Yes, you have seen this magic before. It's not really that uncommon. The way that she's describing it is the same way that sorcerers describe how they cast their spells.
Seems sorcery.
You're not sure about the clockwork
Uh-huh.
manifestation? That's not familiar to you, but yeah.
From what you're describing, it seems sorcery has entered your blood somehow, some way.
So, would I know about clockwork soul sorcerers in particular because of my whole mechanical thing?
No.
Okay, never mind. Well, I do have a clockwork heart, so and I was like focusing on it now that I know that it's there. So I'm gonna assume that probably has something to do with it.
And you're in the Demir. Got her.
Seems
We're not here.
interesting.
She's not in the Demir.
Because it's the
I'll
heart.
just tell you that right now. She's not in the Demir, never been in the Demir, never will be in the Demir.
Navena kind of hates the guild, if you haven't noticed yet.
That's what a Demir would
That's
say.
That's exactly what the Demir would say.
That's interesting. I mean, I suppose it makes sense if your heart's powerful enough to supply you. It seems to be able to do more.
Yeah, it's strange, but I think I like it.
So, you guys now have a sorcerer in your midst. You've lost a wizard and gained a sorcerer.
I've
It's alright,
set
I'm
my-
still a wizard, guys. Don't worry.
As far as we know.
I'm 3/4 wizard.
He's the Doctor
healthy-
Strange of this
the healthiest
multiverse.
or
wizard
2/3 wizard.
that's never near the front lines.
Yeah, I've been pretty close to
He
front
was at
lines
front line
lately.
last time.
We're gaslighting him. It's the way to play the game.
So my new profile is public now. I had to make it a homebrew because the app doesn't actually support some of the characteristics of it. So that's why if it looks a little weird, that's why.
Nice. Sick.
Very cool.
It's like within the rules, but it doesn't keep track
Yeah.
of them the way that it's supposed to.
Gotcha. Yeah, I get that
So-
sometimes.
It's because she gets like a custom spell list,
And then I can switch out some of
Gotcha.
the spells.
but if you put it in D&D Beyond, it doesn't let you actually
When'd you,
do.
when'd you get
I know you know because you've looked into spells and stuff. So
Yeah.
When'd you get your
I do
Demir
do
signet?
stuff. When do you, when does it come in the mail?
So, you guys are kind of doing your magic thing. Let's go to the armory. What is it exactly you guys are trying to buy?
I am trying to buy armor that doesn't let you die.
What kind of armor would you like to buy?
Man,
If you want standard armor, you just need to tell me what you want, and I'll tell you how much it costs.
I need like
If you want something that's like not standard armor,
magical armor.
what kind, like what base armor are you looking
Armor
for?
of invulnerability, please.
How about new?
While he's looking that up, so I assume
Well,
that I
good
finished
bet's
way
always
before
plate
Liz,
armor,
even with my
just 'cause you
difficulties, because he's got
disadvantage
so
on
many.
stealth.
Now that
Yeah,
I know
we're
I'm a
stealthy as
sorcerer,
shit.
assuming
Yeah.
I want to go out and see if
But
I
that's
can
got
find
the
a shop with any
highest.
sorcerer stuff in it.
Okay.
Plate armor.
Plate, full plate.
What magic items did you have?
Since
I
you're a
don't think I
cleric,
have
you should be
anything
able
that I
to wear
can't
it.
use
Let's
now,
go double check.
but there's one thing in particular that I, the player, know exists and I want.
What, blood vial? Blood vial? Yeah. Well, you don't need that. It's not very good or anything. Yeah, those are
Even the
very
base
good.
one, I'd be
very,
happy with.
Etherness.
very good.
Etherless.
More sorcery.
No, I just need to know the
points
base
for,
armor that you want. Like what are you shooting for?
like
plate?
heavy, maybe
Plate.
You want plate?
plate.
Can you wear heavy armor?
Yes, I'm cleric.
Cleric.
Not all clerics
not
can
all
wear heavy
clerics
armor.
can.
Most of them can.
I think Hexblade can. I'm not 100% sure on that. I mean,
I'm pretty sure they're proficient in medium armors.
Yeah.
Memento,
Let's
I will
see.
tell you.
Elvin is proficient in light and medium armor.
There you go.
So you can wear medium armor.
Okay, medium armor.
What is your current armor that you are wearing?
Current armor I'm wearing is, I already have it pulled up, breastplate medium.
What's the AC on it?
It is 14.
Okay.
Managing inventory. Armor.
So you just have a regular breastplate. Well, this will be fun. Let's roll for it. Let's see what they got.
That'll be fun.
I'm looking for +3 breastplate.
+3.
Plus 3 breastplate.
You wouldn't happen to have one of those, would you?
Yeah, just lying around. No big.
You wouldn't happen to have a shield of silver dragon, right?
Don't you already have a cool shield
I
that
know,
you
but this one
never
get-
use
this-
because
this
you
one-
want a
This one,
two-handed weapon?
this one gives +4.
Ooh, that might actually be good for you since you never actually use the shield I give you.
See, we're baiting up. I'm gonna start using the shield when it gives me better armor.
It really does. Like, I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but 2 is a lot.
2 is a lot, yeah.
All right. How about we're gonna roll for it. Roll AD 100.
D100.
Hundreds.
All right, one of these, and T-Pay. All right, here we go.
Cool.
300. I'm just kidding, no.
300.
It was 30.
What? It's got a 30 and a 0.
30.
So 300.
So it's 300, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want a second. 68. In case 30 sucks.
Okay.
Get a cursed breastplate. You wearing it instantly kills you.
Instantly kills you.
Yeah, you can just never
It
heal.
reanimates you as a zombie. Easy.
But your armor class is 25.
There's that.
And the only way you can heal is you have to take it off. So you have to be vulnerable. It's like your armor class is like an 8.
Oh, I think the lowest you could be is 10.
I'm pretty weak. I've died once.
8.
Yeah. Maybe 6.
Oh, that shit's funny.
Should have just lied and said it was 69.
Okay. That's one of the options. Roll a d100 again.
Okay. Ready? I bet you it's 84.
I bet you it's 47.
Give me
Okay.
30 again.
Price is right. Ooh, 70.
Yeah, but you went over, so I win.
Yeah, but like I play by my rules, so you lose.
But you said price is right. You
I
went
put-
over.
You
I
said
play,
70.
I play for keeps.
I
Doesn't
play
sound
for
like it.
keeps.
Sounds like you play for cheats.
But that's like 700, so actually I was under.
So what'd you get?
70.
70. Okay.
Gosh, you don't listen to me.
Okay. Armor. Ooh, that seems
77.
fun.
Quick roll 69 right now.
If I roll 69 before he tells me what the item is, I get to punch you.
Okay.
All right, roll one more time.
82.
82. Okay.
Gotta get 69.
55.
Be here for a
Oh, that was so close.
All right. We're going to keep the 60. 69.
Hey.
Got him.
Okay. The first one is it's a half plate +2.
That's pretty good.
Ah.
Or breastplate, right?
No, it's half plate. Half plate +2.
Can you wear that?
Yeah, it's medium.
Okay. It's half plate +2.
Yeah, I have my proficiency thing.
Got it.
So.
The second option is something known as. I want to make sure that I tell you this name right because you did roll for it.
If it's the one thing that I think it might be, it's going to be fucking sweet. I don't know what the spell does, but it's a spell.
It's
Oh,
called
sweet.
an Efreeti chain.
A Freedy chain?
An Efreeti chain.
I freed the chain. How do you say that? How do you spell that?
EFREETI. Efreeti chain.
F.
It is
Holy
chainmail.
shit. Oh my god.
While wearing this armor, you gain a +3 bonus to AC. You are immune to fire damage and can understand and speak primordial. In addition, you
I
can
also
stand
speak
on and
giant.
walk across molten rock as if it were solid ground.
Ooh, we do have to kill the fire.
That is insane.
It's also a legendary item for those that are listening
Yeah.
at home.
That
Okay,
is an legendary
what's the
item.
third item?
You got more of them a fruity chain?
that one takes.
No, I have one. There's one available to buy.
One available.
He rolled weird numbers, so
Yeah, that's good.
Well,
Oh wait, that's the thing. We have the bottle version of that.
Been saving it.
3D.
the second thing is a
I can't
shield.
believe you rolled for that. That's crazy.
It's known as an animated shield.
is that the same thing we already have?
I don't think so.
Where it makes the faces?
No,
I think so.
That's
While holding the shield, you can speak its command word as a bonus action to cause it to animate. The shield leaps into the air and hovers in your space to protect you as if you were wielding it, leaving your hands free. The shield remains animated for 1 minute until you use a bonus action to either end the effect or until you are incapacitated or die, at which point the shield falls to the ground onto your hand if you have a free one. The shield is made from wood or metal, and carried by one hand. Wielding a shield increases your armor class by 2. You can only benefit from one shield at a time.
So that would let you like use your weapon as two-handed instead of one-handed.
You can also just use it in your.
How much is the Afridi?
The Efreeti chain is 50,000 gold.
Never mind.
It's a legendary item. It's
Yeah.
going to cost a lot. And considering that it's not like ridiculously powerful like a lot of other legendaries, that's why it doesn't cost 100,000 gold.
So I'm not here,
We
but
have
see if you can trade for it.
43.
If there's anything that we have. That we might
Okay.
Trade your hammer.
I
Summon
guess
it back
I
in my
would've-
hand.
I have, unless somebody wants this.
Okay.
Protection. I have
I'll
cloak
make a deal
protection.
with ya. I'll give you my Sentinel shield.
Mhm.
And
That's a rare. Is that a rare or an uncommon?
uncommon.
Okay.
And
I have a cloak of protection. I don't need any more. You
and the Wand of Wonder.
can give that away.
Oh, you're giving away Skrizz's wand?
It
Yeah,
might kill you when you
What's the rarity on the wand?
Rare, I believe.
rare.
Okay.
Yeah, it's rare.
And take 10,000 off the price.
10,000 off the price?
You can take the cloak protection too if you want. I don't need it anymore.
Be unkillable. You'll never be able to stop me, Rocky. But I will when I achieve great.
Your Sentinel Shield's not worth a lot,
Yeah, it's like
and neither
15,000.
is the Wand of Wonder.
It's like 15,000
15.
It's not worth 15,000.
for both.
No.
Okay, what are we talking here?
Your shield's probably worth 500 new, so I'd give you 250.
Dude, it's slayed a lot of people.
Not your shield.
You can put this in a fucking museum.
I don't know.
It's not the fucking Ark of the Covenant. It didn't kill all the Nazis.
Quadric.
All right.
it's not a super rare item. The Wand of Wonder is sporadic, and you have no idea what it's gonna do. I'd give you maybe 1,000 gold for that.
So like 1,200.
I'd give you 1,200.
How much for Cloak of Protection?
Cloak of protection.
Regular Cloak of Protection, that's a much better item. I'd probably give you probably 500 for that.
17.
So we're at. We are still way
What
short.
about the staff of swarming insects? Do you mind if I?
Oh yeah, we don't need that anymore. Staff of swarming.
Staff of
insects.
Swarming Insects,
So
I'd probably
rare.
give you probably, we'll say 700 for that.
I just don't think we're getting a good deal.
Well, that was like 2K then.
Yeah. Well, we technically have more than this, but we're at
How much do we have?
43,
You know what?
650. and
Let's
we're
make
all
a deal.
gold.
43.
You can
Yeah,
drink
the
it.
items that you guys are all talking, if you trade all those in, you'd get about 2,000.
2,000.
You can get free drinks at Rockies until now, until your future kids come along. Okay, fair enough.
It's a legendary
How much
item.
for the half plate and the shield?
half plate and the shield? The half plate, let's see, that one would probably cost 10k,
It's purple. Okay.
and the shield would probably cost an additional 10k for both. Yeah, so I'd cut you a deal and do both for 15.
Let's do 15.
That could work. Because then we can sell the 2,000, take 2,000 off of that. Because I'm not gonna use any of these magic items.
Well, I'm not
anymore.
selling the Wand of Wonder
You can keep the one of
for
wonder.
fucking
Yeah.
200 gold. Kiss my ass.
I wasn't giving you 200 gold.
Don't matter.
I was giving you 1,000
You
gold for it.
insulted me with it.
Okay.
So you
I'd
can
rather
do the
cast the
shield.
Wand of Wonder
So,
on you.
so the one was like 500. What was it?
1,000.
For the wand, it's 1,000.
1,000.
So it was like half the money.
Dude,
So
we
with
don't
everything
give them
else, it's
shit.
1,000.
We don't give them shit. We're gonna make our own
700
museum.
for you said
I just hang all
500
your guys'
for it?
magic items on Rockies.
remember
That's what
what
I would do. Put them in glass cases.
That's right.
And totally in front of the public, so anybody walks in can get.
No, you got to put like some in some protective cases. You know,
Okay, so
turn Rockies into a bard
let's do
museum.
that. I'm gonna take his portion.
Like
of the money.
shenanigans, you know. Only it's all the enemies that you've killed and the things you've used to kill them with.
Oh gosh.
That's
I
fair.
like that.
Come on, that's a great idea
That's
for a bar.
Nice little museum.
Yeah,
All right, 15,000
yeah, I do 15,000 for both.
deal.
Okay,
Cash.
that's great. Deduct 15,000 off of your gold plus whatever you guys spent for spells.
Yep.
You now have an animated shield, which requires attunement. Make sure you have enough attunement slots.
Do we want to still sell some of these magic items?
The half plate does not require attunement.
I probably won't be using the staff anymore.
Okay, so how much was the
Assuming I get
was the
some
staff?
Man,
and
I've
the-
given you guys so much good junk.
yeah. How much was the staff and the cloak protection?
The
worth for
cloak,
selling?
I said I'd give you 500 for the cloak.
500.
So plus 500.
I'd give you for the staff 700.
So 1,200. Are you getting rid of your sentinel shield, or you keeping? it
anymore.
How much was the shield? Like 250 or something?
Do you need a sentinel shield? You can use
Is
a
it
shield.
attunement?
I don't think it does require attunement.
It shouldn't be.
I'm just saying, like, it's an item you guys already have.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I guess I could take that. Okay. I mean, like 250 or whatever.
Yeah, it was only
crazy,
worth
crazy
about
stuff,
250.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, sure. I'll take the.
so the other two items, what do you got? 7 plus 5, it's 1,200.
1,200. All right. Yeah.
So you guys can add 1,200 back to your pile and delete the staff of
Delete.
serpent things or bugs or whatever,
True.
and the cloak of protection.
Protection. Okay.
Unless someone else wants the cloak of protection, that can wear it.
True, but
I only have one neck.
it only has one neck. Most people are full attunement slots. I think is what the issue
I'm
is.
hoping to get something that
I
will,
could use
Attunement.
another attunement slot, but
and I'm gonna still have to take
Become an
it off.
artificer.
Yeah.
Change all your.
Are you fully
classes.
attuned?
We were talking about the ring, changing that,
What about it?
making
barely
it
got
not
it.
require attunement.
That doesn't
It-
require
you
attunement.
barely got it.
Oh, it currently does.
I'm glad I
It's
left
not
yours
supposed
off.
Okay.
Had to turn my ring in.
So
now,
do you
see
want
if
the
they're
cloak of
tuned.
protection?
I'm hoping to get. Well, I already have a cloak of spell resistance.
Ah, yeah, you can't wear two cloaks.
Yeah. What's cloak of protection
Oh,
do?
shit.
It's you can't wear two cloaks. It's +1 armor class, +1 to saving throws.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'm thinking about swapping it. Is what I'm thinking.
What was the previous cloak you were wearing?
Mantle of spell resistance, because
That gives you what advantage on spell saves?
yeah. Saving throws against spells.
What rarity is that?
Rare.
It's pretty rare.
Yeah, I would swap that.
Yeah, you guys can like work out who wants what junk instead of just selling it. Cloak of protections, like they're pretty good. You know, if you can use them.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Okay. So,
I would take that, but I'd already full.
so you guys got your gear. You guys got
Now
your
we need
spells.
potions.
Potions? What? How many potions you want?
How many potions
That
do
is
we
a
want?
fair point. You're kinda
I just
low.
spent all my money, so I'm gonna need somebody to buy me some potions.
I give Rocky all my potions.
Roll a D.
Oh,
You got this.
Do a D10,
Okay.
a D8, and a D6.
So I'm gonna add the cloak of protection, but
I'll
I'm
do
gonna
the
remove
D6.
the
I'll do
spell
the
resistance.
D8,
Okay.
'cause I have many of those.
Are you
Yeah.
giving that
Get
to
the
somebody
D10.
else?
I thought we were selling it.
Yeah, if somebody else wants it.
Does anyone want the cloak of spell resistance?
No, I would, but the staff
Okay.
healing is just.
Yeah.
I would give you the
Yeah.
same price for the spell resistance cloak.
10.
I'd actually give you 200 gold more, 700 gold for the spell resistance cloak.
So add
Okay.
200.
At 200.
Okay. All right. So what'd you get on D6?
2.
The shop has 2 potions of greater healing for sale. What'd you get on the D8?
5.
They have 5 superior healing potions for sale. And what'd you get on the D10?
9.
They have 9 supreme healing potions for sale.
What are the price breakdowns?
Don't lose those dice. I didn't write any of that down. Make sure you keep track of
I
that.
got it.
Greater healing, 150 each.
We could just probably get both of those.
Potion of superior healing is 450 each. Potion of supreme healing is 1350 each.
Well, maybe
1300.
not.
1300 for 9?
1350 gold pieces each.
A piece.
That's what I'm saying. Who cares? It's just money. We worked so fucking hard and lived.
It's easy
so
to say
long.
that when you're not looking right at the number. Go down.
Well, we have 30k.
30k.
Yeah, you guys still got 30k after
Okay.
buying items.
Plus
So-
or
I
minus.
need to go.
So the graders are probably just worth it all the back.
We're talking like 12,000 tops for all the potions.
Well, that was 9 times.
1300.
9 times 13, 50.
Okay, you're up there. That's about an
So
extra
that's-
3k. That's about 13,000.
That's 11. So that's 12. So the Supreme's 12. So the Supreme plus the grader, all 9 plus the 2 of those is exactly 12,000. That's not in the, with the superior included.
There was 2 for 150.
Was that the each?
That's each.
Yes. Yeah.
150 each.
So,
that's
the greater
300.
healing potions are 150
So that's
gold
300.
each.
And then 5 450s.
Yep.
So 900, 1800, 2200. That's only 2600.
So not the, you're not talking about Supremes.
If you add the 9 1300 gold pieces
Yes.
ones or whatever they were.
1350.
Yeah, fuck for 11. Give me the
That's not
potions.
terrible.
How much is it for
But
all of
it's-
them?
11 like
How much was the superior or the
Supreme was 1350. Superior was 450.
450?
Yep.
And we had how many? 5.
I have a D8. Or I have 5 on my
5.
D8.
So the total for everything would be 13,950.
And you guys could attempt to negotiate.
We could attempt to negotiate since we're
if we
buy everything.
buy them all, would you do 10?
No.
12.
I do all for 11.
11?
11's
Huh?
pretty good.
Yeah, 11, not 12. Jeez.
Yeah, this guy.
He just says
11.
Breath, the
That's
guy doesn't
deal.
hear him.
Deal, guys.
Yeah,
Deal.
do it for 11.
11's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
So that's
You
9.
guys saved about 1,000.
That means he's going to throw some real hard shit out. He's like, you guys can drink potions now?
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
He's just going to throw everything that you can't heal anymore.
So we are zombie.
We are down
Let's
to
see.
19,000 gold.
Charisma caster. And your bard is a charisma caster. Man, it's going to be a lot easier to pick what spells I cast at you now.
Charisma.
That's the other reason I didn't.
Well,
pick
at least I
sorcerer
don't have to
first.
worry about making charisma saving throws.
Your
because-
team's got it made.
Yeah.
Good.
I have
Alright.
a -1.
Before we end for tonight, is there any other shopping stuff you guys need to do?
I wanted to go shopping for specifically sorcerer stuff.
Ooh.
Okay. What do you want?
New jacket.
Preferably a bloodwell vial.
Bloodwell vial?
Mhm.
What degree?
Six.
Honestly, I would take any of it.
And if
You
you want the highest one, I believe is +3.
Yeah, that's out of budget.
It's
Way
probably
out of budget.
20k for that.
That's pretty expensive.
That's
If
what
you
I-
want a +2, it'll be about 10k. And if you want a +1, it'll be about 1k.
What's a blood vial do?
Plus
It-
It gives
the
them
spells.
Yeah, it gives you plus
But
whatever to
permanently?
spells. Yes, permanently. To
Oh,
the
yeah.
attack rolls, and the saving throws.
We'll take out a
Attack rolls,
loan.
Saving throws,
We have
and it
20
also
or 19.
I
the
know.
We
devil-
literally could take out a loan from the Orzhov if you want to.
I'll
I
collect.
don't want
I'll
to.
collect dibs.
When I roll hit dice to recover hit points, I can regain sorcery points,
It's
which is the most important.
Wait, your family comes from royalty. Why do you take some money out of the family bank?
I could sell my mansion that I have. In this Undercity.
Ooh, I like it. Now
How
it's
much money do you guys have left?
none.
You guys spend it all?
Well, no.
No, we have
We have
19,050 gold.
None for sorcerers.
None for sorcerers?
Wizards only.
Wizards? I mean, you could always ask if they would give you some money. You might even be able to haggle the price a little bit.
Well, we do have
I mean,
technically
Your charisma
I
caster.
more
am
than that.
pretty persuasive now.
We
Don't
could
worry,
sell
I
the
could
Bard of the
charm them.
Goblins.
what price would you like to get it for?
I just picked up charm person. I could charm them.
Ooh.
You can't say free because that's
Well,
out of the
that's not
question.
going to happen.
We can
So
pay.
I'm saying that it's
Reasonable.
10k for the +2.
We can pay for it in other ways. I'll change it to a woman.
Ooh, plot twist. He's gay.
If you need to make a check, I'll give you guidance. 'cause
Give me
I'm
24 hours. I'll be back.
Okay.
I can change my form every day. I'll see you in 2
Rare.
days.
I try.
This has been a weird session, you
Pretty
guys.
weird.
I
was gonna
try
put it up-
850.
You want to try and get for 8,500. Make a persuasion check.
I
I
will-
gave them guidance too.
Put my hand on his shoulder and be like, oh, wait, you already guided her. Fuck. Double guide.
For the
Oh,
guidance.
hold on. This is going to be really high.
Oh god.
He's going to be
Well,
like,
that's a 19 without the modifier.
9,999. Got her.
27.
27.
Actually,
Ooh.
I'll give
Oh,
you
wait,
8K
hold on.
before
Hold on.
if you take it off.
You take the blood vial.
26. My bad.
26.
26.
You take the blood vial.
He says
and 8,000.
you're so persuasive that he actually feels like he'd be taking advantage of you at 8,500. He offers to give it to you for 8.
That's pretty good.
Why, thank you. I appreciate that. I'll take it.
And I'll take your dog.
Okay.
I'll take your dog too.
What would I want a dog for? I just shit all over the
There you go.
place.
You now have a Bloodwell vial. +2.
Yeah.
You guys are really powerful.
No.
We're really, really powerful.
Oh.
What do you need?
So I'm scared.
He's like, I got a bunch of spells. I'm good
I
now.
got spells. I got staff.
All right.
healing, that's
So
what I
final
Yeah.
bit of business before we end the tonight's session. So you guys are all done buying things.
Can we read down real quick the quantities of the potions again?
9.
Yeah.
9 of the
Supreme.
Supreme.
9 supreme.
5
Superior.
superior. That's a hard thing to say. Supreme superior.
I know, yeah.
And then 2 graders.
Yeah, it should be 2 graders,
'Cause
5
you're
superior,
welcome.
9 supreme.
What a
I don't
roll.
need quite as many of the more powerful.
Motherfucker, you don't get hit. Save it for the tanks.
All right.
Yeah, I won't. Next time, I won't transfer 70 HP straight to your body in one action.
Yeah, we can.
For
we can
making
split
it
those
through
up
the
next week.
entirety of the Underdark saga and defeating the Illithid and rescuing Niv Mizzet, that's a major story point arc. You guys gain a level.
Woo! I don't want to
Level
level. I
5
want
cleric?
10,000 more gold.
Then go
Level
kill
5
more
cleric and
guys.
Level 9 wizard.
All right, we are
that's
now
hard.
loot goblins. We loot everybody.
You guys definitely deserve that last level. You guys have went through like 2 dungeons, 1 huge dungeon, mind flayers, Illithid, intellect devourers. Like I threw everything in the kitchen sink at you guys.
Yeah.
You guys still lived through it.
It was fun.
And you guys are getting ready to close in on what will probably end up being the final arc of the campaign.
Oh, I can add a spell.
Gosh, I don't know. Should I do cleric or? Well, I'd get 3rd level spells for cleric.
I'm not
so
gonna
I'd
let you
like
guys know how many
level
more
5.
levels you guys will probably get
Fair.
because there will be multiple parts.
Uh-huh.
But this is definitely the final arc.
Or get 5th level wizard spells. Which is more worth
Do
it.
we have time to attune?
Yes.
Just make them.
You guys were just kind of
That's what's
clearing
up.
up some business and
That's
basically
what's
planning
up.
your next mode of attack, which is you guys are going to probably go see the Ors or the Boros.
Boros.
All right. So with that, you guys are what now? Level
What's the
13.
best feat?
13.
This is the highest any of you guys have ever been. Yeah.
It is.
All right.
So what?
Get the
I think
tank.
we got to
Uh,
12
that gives
last,
20
that one
HP.
campaign.
Tough.
Yep.
Tough.
And then
Tough is
With
good.
with that
You
all being
probably
said,
need
we're going to
to.
end tonight's
It
session
made me
here
way
with a
stronger.
level up.
Yeah. that would be-
Thanks everybody
you'd
for
probably
tuning
go
in,
well
and
over
we'll be
100
back.
points.
Not next week. We're off next week. That we're taking our week of the end of the week off for the month, and then we will be back the first week in March.
I'm
which
already
will be
leveled
good.
up. I'm done.
He said, "I'm already done." Did you pick your new spells and all that good junk?
I now have tough,
Nice.
Oh yeah.
and I have 120 HP now.
So yeah, we will be back on the 6th, and you have like a ton of AC now, so
Nice, Divine Strike.
maybe you won't die. all the
And
time.
Divine Strike.
Divine Strike.
You're finally a melee character.
You're finally It finally happened.
68 episodes.
68
I got
episodes later, he can finally not die.
69. We're fucked.
I mean, I just gave you guys a bunch of cool shit, basically
Whoa,
everything
whoa.
you asked for,
You didn't
Or-
give us a bunch of shit. We bought it.
and I
With our-
basically gave you everything you wanted and a
And-
level that should give you an indication as to what's coming up. All right. Anyway, we will be back not next week, week after, first week of March. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. See ya.
Deuces.
Yeah, that was so much. That was a weird episode,
I
guys.
speak giant.
Like
I speak giant.
so fucking weird. If you'd have bought that F free chain, you just spoke Primordial too.
Yeah.
Son of a.
And you would have immune to fire damage.
Yeah, motherfucker.